Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run, and I've got some exciting news. We are breaking off the podcast into its own channel on YouTube and Instagram. You want to get the shoe content, stick with Believe in the Run. You want to get the podcast content, check out BITR Networks. Links are in the description.
Give a good stretch, got my laces tied. My trusty podcast by my side. If you want to talk fun, it's the place to be. Yeah, it's the drop, DROP.
Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbie with Believe in the Run.
This is Megan with Believe in the Run.
And this is Karl with Believe in the Run.
On camera, Karl.
What up?
Oh, nice.
We've got so many nicknames.
Yeah, dude. We're testing it out. We're going to see. Hopefully this opens up the possibility of multicam in the future.
I like
your
this.
Well, we
More
also
Karl
figured
FaceTime.
Karl was in the Grand Canyon. It would be kind of bad to have a disembodied voice of Karl telling his story.
True.
You can't sit naked back there anymore, so or with your pants off.
Yeah. The pants are on for this one.
Usually he does
probably
that.
going forward. But yeah.
So that's sad for me, but good for everyone else.
The old pants party. All right.
Well,
So we got a lot to cover today, and it's for those of you who don't like our non-running conversations and tangents. Guess what? We're going to dive into a lot of running because Robbie did a little trail race that was supposed to be at the Super Bowl, but it got ruined by weather. And Megan just happened to win a half marathon
No big deal.
for no reason.
Yeah.
For no reason.
I think there's reason.
Wait, the Super Bowl trail race didn't happen? That's why they had it this weekend?
Yeah, because it was in the middle of the ice and snowstorms, so it was like impossible
And
to
one
do
other
it.
tiny thing happened. Carl and I went to the Grand Canyon.
It was a small thing.
Small.
Just
Just crushed it with a group of friends. It was amazing. And but let's start with your guys' runs.
They're pretty epic overall, I think.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl trail race which is, why do I have to even say this? It's supposed to be on Super Bowl Sunday. We had the crazy, I don't even remember. I try to block the winter out of my mind.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Never want to think about
The
it.
trails were unrunnable.
yeah. So I had that, and this is a thing that I run with my oldest son every year. This is the fourth year we've done it. And so, yeah, it's a pretty fun race. You've done it before.
I've done it before. I'm going to stop doing it now because I don't want to get beat by Rye. But
I did look at your. I was just looking up the results from.
Yeah.
No, I was just looking at your ultra sign up, and he was pretty close to your time.
yeah, I mean, last year when we did it last time, I did it with Jarrett, and we pretty much we weren't pushing it.
Yeah, it was. It's a pretty aggressive. It's 1,700 feet of elevation and 7 miles. So it's pretty aggressive for a small trail race in Loch Raven.
It's a nice course. Mm-hmm. Is it ankle friendly?
Not really, but I survived. I wore the Kip Summit Max shoe.
Yeah,
it's a nice shoe. It's like $150 or something like that.
Yeah, they're
ridiculous.
They're a value friendly brand.
But yeah, we had a good time. It was pretty good weather. It was like 30. It was one of those weird. This is the worst weather when it's like 32, 35. It's like you could wear shorts
So did you wear tights or shorts?
The start is going to be terrible. I wore those like Hoka, those
the pants?
Yeah.
The light wind breaking pants?
Yeah. Because they're not tights.
That's a good choice.
Like the tights it's not going to keep you super warm, but it gives you a little bit of coverage.
So you still get the heat trapped in there.
Yeah. It was
What'd you wear on top?
Just like a fall. How do you say that name? Fall Raven, Fall Raven. Just a merino.
Fell Raven.
Merino.
Long sleeve?
Light merino long sleeve. I was too hot.
I was going to say it's interesting because I raced the same morning and
Yeah.
my attire was less.
I should have worn shorts. The top was fine. I should have worn shorts though.
I think
Because I knew I wasn't running the whole thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's hiking.
in the spring, the 35 seems to mellow a little bit. Like it's not like that
Yeah.
35 dead of winter.
Yeah.
It's like
But we're also north. You know how when you go to the county, it's always so much colder.
yeah, I would have put pants on because I
And,
would have been like it's in the county.
But then once the sun came up over the hill and we were in the middle of the race, then I was so yeah, like, and I went with my son, who of course is going to overdress, which is usually fine. I'm like, yeah, take your sweatshirt off. Like, well, mid race he was like, I got to take off my pants. I'm like, you.
Did he have shorts on?
He had,
underneath?
he had shorts on underneath. So we had to sit down and like take off his shoes laced them back, all that. So I was like,
That's a whole thing.
a little too much for a mid-race thing. But yeah, we finished fine. It was a good race. It was nice to be out on the trails again.
Did you have, what's the signature dish they have out there?
Oh, they have like pulled pork sandwiches at the end.
Yeah, did you do it?
Oh yeah,
All right.
It's great. That's a pretty good like post race.
Yeah.
'Cause I think that race is only what, like $10 or something, $15.
I mean, all the BRRC races, I don't know if you have a running club in your area, but like BRRC predates like run clubs. So it's the Baltimore Roadrunners Club.
The
So it's
OG.
part of the Roadrunners Association. But they put on really good races here for like basically nothing. It's like $5 or something
Yeah,
like that.
it might have been like 20, but they also give you a free beer at the end from Independent Brewing.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good deal. Anyways, but yeah, it was nice, and we finished strong. Might do the Baltimore 10-miler together.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Dude,
That feels like
Yeah.
a jump.
I don't know about that race.
I love that
It's a
race so much.
It's the most love-hate race in
Yes.
Baltimore.
I could be talked into
It's the
doing it one more
kickoff
time,
of
but-
summer. It's
Yeah.
always hot and humid.
It's
the
hot,
course
but
is so
actually,
hard.
you can't talk me into it. I just thought about.
But afterwards,
about
you
it.
sit in a field and there's a band, and it's
Yeah,
so
but I
much
can just
fun.
go sit-
I could
in
just
the
go
field.
there. Yeah. I think I spectated that 2 years ago.
I took photos of Meg and I got tired doing that.
You could do the run. It is nice doing the run from here to there and then hanging out.
That I might do.
Yeah.
Why don't I do that?
Oh, but they just released the medal too, and I liked it. What was it? It was like a bird.
It's like
or
a
something.
toucan, but
yeah.
it's a stained glass.
Yeah, it looked
looking
nice.
Okay, we're gonna have to do it then.
thing.
Yeah.
You might have to do it. I will. Maybe I'll run up there and early and try to get camera shots.
Yeah.
Like
But-
if you drive up and put the camera in the car, I'll run up, and then yeah.
I like that. Nice.
All right.
Yeah, so it was good weekend of running. But Meg, you
Yeah, what are we?
Let's,
Why, Megan? Okay, I'm going to set this up for you, Meg.
Okay.
Okay, couple weeks ago,
Feels like a lot.
not even a couple weeks, maybe a week and a half ago, you're coming back from LA 100 or something. How many
Talking
weeks
about
ago was that?
getting the Rona.
Yeah, you got the Rona.
yeah.
And then you're like coming out of Rona, just starting to feel better.
Yeah.
And you're like, maybe I'll sign up for the P&A half.
Well, I think I mentioned this in the last podcast. I've been going down to do my long runs on the BNA trail just to get out of the city, less stopping, and just practice fueling and stuff like that. And I realized the race was going to be the following weekend. And I was like, well, if I'm going to go down there, I might as well
Win it.
make a workout out of it and do marathon pace miles as the half marathon. So that was my plan.
So wait, so
Go ahead.
I was going to say marathon pace is,
Yeah.
you ran an average of a 6:16.
I ran much faster than what marathon pace will be.
Okay.
So what I basically wanted to do was simulate like tired legs running hard. That was the goal of this whole thing. And so this was my biggest mileage week of the block. And obviously the race was on Sunday. So there was like no taper.
Okay, so before Sunday, how many miles did you have in?
I started the race with 70 miles on my legs.
All right, and then before the race, how many miles did you do?
I did 4.
Like 4 warm-up miles?
Yeah, or
Okay.
a little under
I thought
4.
it was 5.
I did 5 after.
Okay.
Shoot.
So-
I didn't know you did warm up. I didn't know you did 4 or 5 warm up miles. I saw the 5 after.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to make it like a 22 day. What's funny is my VDOT, I think I ran 21.9 something
Oh, dang.
miles. And I was like, whatever, I don't care.
Well, it was funny because someone just saw your warm-up miles,
Yeah.
and they said, oh, Meg's not racing this. I said, I don't know that she's racing. I think she's trying to feel like this is a training run for Boston.
Yeah. No,
Correct.
that was the intent 100% is I had like no real goals, like no time goals, no place goals. I just wanted to like get that uncomfortable feeling that feels somewhat sustainable. Like essentially trying to find like marathon pace. But it was quite literally the perfect weather. Like Robbie
Yeah.
was talking about, it was like 35 degrees. There was no wind. It was sunny.
When you
it was
li-
like you couldn't have teed it up a better.
When you lined up, did you size up the competition and look for people that you knew that like could win it, or?
No, and I had no idea because every year there's like the winning time is like all over the lot. So it could have been anything. I didn't recognize any of the women. Saw a bunch of friends. Ben Adams was there who ended up running a 118. Like he just looked like he was feeling great. Michael, who
Mago.
is running, who's going to be on our New Balance relay team, was there, casually ran the marathon. He's also running Boston. He ran like a 2:41.
And you saw him this morning running 14 miles, right?
Yeah, he was running around the park with me, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? You look way too fresh to have just run a marathon."
Yeah.
But yeah, so I saw some friendly faces, which was really nice because as much as I like did not have any time goals, like just being there kind of by myself and walking through the it starts at a high school, and walking through the high school with like all these college kids, so like the Navy teams, and they all come to run this race. Like I just started to get somewhat like, I don't know if anxious is the right word, but just like starting to feel like nervous, like, am I going to make a fool of myself? Like, do I have too many miles on my legs? Am I not going to be able to hold marathon pace? Is this going to get in my head for Boston? You know how you just do that. Like,
and this is weird about you is I never have seen you flinch. Like you don't get like that. That's not.
Well, you wouldn't have known it on the outside, but this is just, you know, like going through my head as I'm like walking back to the car. But so anyway, I ran into Sarah, who is a fan of ours and a friend.
Friends with Kucharski and Jen.
And she just said hi to me, and then, you know, most people say good luck, and she just said, have so much fun. And like that, I just needed to hear that right in that moment. And I was like, yeah, I'm just out here to freaking have fun. Like this is it's the perfect setup. And like after she said that to me, for whatever reason, I was just like, I'm just gonna go have fun. And so she doesn't know this, but thank you, Sarah.
Changing your life.
And yeah, so went out and just ran by feel. And
okay, but ran by feel, you ran average of 6:16, which, how's that feel to you, Karl?
It's unfathomable for me.
Yeah, this is when I'm doing like speed work or something, and I'm trying to like hit a pace, like and anything in the sixes would usually be like under a minute or a minute of my, like if he's like minute on, minute off.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll dip into the sixes. And May can hold that for, 13 miles and a marathon you've held that for.
yeah.
And it's, to me, it's just getting my head around that is insane.
Yeah, I don't like to think about it. So
It was definitely nice though, because this race is an out and back. And once I knew I was in the lead, then once the turnaround came, I was like curious to see.
How long did you see it?
So I started counting once I hit the turnaround, and it was like over 60 seconds before I saw a female. So I was like, that's at least 2 minutes. And I was like, I feel like I'm pretty much set.
nice.
But
So what was your finish time?
122 something.
Yeah.
122.57.
There we
Oh,
go.
57. There you go.
Which is funny because I ran almost the exact same time last year, but it was such a different experience because I tapered for the event. It happened to be a warm day. I went out hot at like 6 flat pace. I ended up blowing up, running like towards 6:30s at the end of the race, and I just didn't feel good.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy that like this time it was like I just felt great, and again, it was perfect weather, so that certainly helped.
And did you drop any gels and have to pick them up?
I didn't, but I did see a full Morton on the path, and I was like, "Oh, that hurts."
Was that your one from
I was
last
like,
run?
it could have been, but I was not about to stop and pick it up.
Okay, so after the race, first off, you didn't get to break the tape.
No, so there was a young man who sprinted past me right in the end chute. And it was like the timing was just so where they were like trying to get the tape out, but they would have like literally ran into him. And so I like crossed the finish line as they were like trying to walk over, and they were just like, "We're sorry." And I was like, "I really don't care. It's okay."
I'll go back like 0.1, just come down again.
I know. I was like,
I would do
they're
that.
lucky it was Meg because she really doesn't care.
Yeah.
Any other person would be like probably writing letters and doing Instagram posts and stuff like that. But
I mean, no, this race is like, it's a local, like everyone there is volunteers. Like it's just a very runners event,
Yeah.
if you will.
so
Did you see that? Did you see that thing in China where that happened?
Yes, I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Where they thought the guy was running the half marathon.
And they
They
they-
roadblocked
yeah.
him and made him go over to the half.
Oh,
He's like
yeah.
walking through a crowd of people, and then they realized like what they did, and then made him go back and finish the last 50 meters.
So he like fake ran the finish tape again.
all right.
Could you imagine that?
He's so mad.
After
And,
that,
and then he ended up getting injured.
Yeah,
from
that's
it.
right.
Because he pulled a muscle like when he stopped.
you miss your up.
Yeah.
So afterwards, then you decided you'd do a 5 mile cool down.
Yeah.
So 4, 13,
Yeah.
17.
It was, I said it was 21, almost 22.
Yeah, that's right.
And so you hit what 89 miles that week almost.
Yeah,
Or-
just
that's
about.
Insane.
Karl, if I ran and won a half marathon, That would be enough for me. I'd be like, that's good enough for the day.
Maybe forever.
Yeah, dude, I'd be like, that's it. I want on a sabbatical now.
Yeah, I don't need to run 5 more miles. Yeah, like it's good. I'm good.
It actually I think it helped with like the like soreness almost. Like it felt good, and I felt great. And again,
were you able to run those miles with someone, or did you have to?
No, I just went out by myself because all the guys I knew were well done or out doing the marathon.
Okay.
Is that your goal pace then for Boston? Like
no, I don't know what my goal pace is quite yet. I'm going to see how my last long run goes this weekend. That 6:16 is way too hot.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So let's just talk about mindset for Boston here for a second, because like people probably don't know everything that's going on in the background, but stress, sleep, work, been abundant, and then you have COVID. Your sleep and your mental space for this training block hasn't been perfect.
No, never is.
Yeah, but I would say this one has been, you've had more going on than normal.
Okay.
And would you agree?
Yeah, sure.
And then you go and you run this race and run it really well, get the dub. Does this give you confidence for Boston? Like what's going through your head?
No, 100% does, because I feel like my body feels very good. Like it feels good to run fast. And I feel like maybe I've been missing that for a while. So yeah, it is definitely a confidence booster.
What's your Boston PR?
This episode is sponsored by LMNT, our favorite electrolyte beverage. We've been using it in training, racing. They just released their 12-ounce slim cans, sparkling, my favorite.
I would open this can, but it's already empty. I drank it all.
I think that's the thing that Robbie's most addicted to.
I was a little bit mad because other scavengers here at the office drank all the cans of all our slim cans.
Yeah, they're amazing. Obviously, some of our favorites. They come with half of what's in one of the sachets. So 500 milligrams of sodium, 100 milligrams of potassium, and 30 milligrams of magnesium.
Is sachet a real word?
It is a real word.
In this case,
that's what they call them.
Do they really?
Little pouch.
Thomas, you brought those with you to the Grand Canyon.
You don't understand. We just ran in the Grand Canyon, and it was hot and it was dry, drier than I even imagined. And I brought out a thing of LMNT because everybody's like, "Hey, can you bring some LMNT?" And I brought the little sachets, and man, people went through them like squirrels. Like we couldn't keep them in the house. People were downing them the night before the run in the canyon, and then I even know Karl was struggling at the bottom, and he was making kind of like a lemonade cocktail with his LMNT and dropping it into an actual lemonade down at Phantom Ranch, and it probably saved his life.
So at this point, if you haven't gotten LMNT, you should go try it by going to drinklmnt.com/thedrop, and you can get your free 8-count LMNT sample pack. 247.
Is that what you're trying to beat?
We'll see.
Okay.
I was like that. I would love to get a course PR. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I think I have to wait and see what the weather is going to be like, and just see how the next couple of weeks go.
What would be disastrous for Boston?
DNFing.
Okay. You just
That's
don't
not
do
gonna
that
happen.
then.
Yeah.
And then you're good.
I don't know. I don't know why no one's talking about this, but two friends, the DJs, are going to be at mile 21.
Okay, so if you're having a bad day, that's where you're stopping?
I'm just going to be there for like an hour hanging out.
I didn't know who they were, but I saw you post about that or whatever, and I was
Yeah.
like, that seems like a pretty good time.
You don't understand. Megan, for a while, like every time, what are you running? What are you going to listen to when you run it? Two friends.
Oh, really?
They got this.
They have
like a
waited-
playlist radio thing, right? That they do.
They have these mixes called Big Booty Mix, and they're on like 25.
It's like, and in the land of big booty mix.
It's wild. But
Nice.
the actual set that they do is like an hour and a half, and it's like all of like the popular songs remixed together into like one set, and it's like pump up music, and
Yeah.
it's like the best thing to listen to when you're running or trying to run fast. And so the fact that they are going to be at mile 21 is like epic.
But here's the thing I don't understand. They're charging for tickets, right?
$5. It's like a college
It's like,
fundraiser.
but I'm
or something.
saying it. If you're running, you're going to hear them, right? So if
Yeah.
I'm standing spectating, wouldn't I hear them? Like, why would I? Is it?
I think
that
they might have a section off
okay.
where you pay $5 and then you can be in there.
All right, I would do it, but we're going to have finish line spot, so I don't know that I could give up finish line.
Yeah.
To hang out because
two friends.
All the
you have more than two friends at the finish line.
Sometimes, but all the emotion happens at that line. You can't beat seeing the emotion on people. Is there anything you want me to give you when you get to the finish line?
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Like a bottle of Tito's or something.
Again, I think it's going to be very weather dependent.
Yeah.
If we're hot, something cold. If it's cold, which I'm hoping, something hot.
And if it's rainy, that's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Dude, I've got that.
Just going
I've
straight.
got that ACG thermos. I could put anything hot in there.
You can't though. You can't bring that.
Yeah,
into
you
the
can't.
finish
You
line.
definitely
That's
can't.
true. Yeah.
Nothing orange in that territory.
Well, no, it's
That's
actually
an ACG
black.
orange.
I could put a sticker over it.
There you
But,
go.
yeah.
That ain't gonna fly.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah,
all right,
so
that's
you
good.
guys,
Yeah, let's get into this.
we saw a lot of the photos.
By the
I've
way,
heard some of the stories.
Carl's still alive.
yeah,
He's on
Carl's
the podcast.
alive and well.
Well, let's
scaring
get
everyone.
to that.
Freaking people out with his
In place.
his emo.
Oh, by the
was
way,
good.
I did edit that.
Oh, did you?
And I put a story up saying I re-edited it, and I didn't mean it.
Carl had a post trip confessions on Instagram or whatever. And
Yeah.
I feel like I know you well enough to know like
So did everyone
you're just
else.
being super emo.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said to the person who reached out to me about it, and I said, "Look, sometimes he's emo, and sometimes he's depressed. I'll find out which one."
Sometimes it's a mix of both. But the biggest thing with that caption was I actually forgot to mention that was what I was thinking in the last 7 miles.
Oh.
So people were I reread it. I'm like, oh no, people think that's like the entire thing. I meant to just really put, in the last 7 miles, I was in a dark place and this is what I felt.
Oh, dude.
I had a couple beers or whatever, and I just forgot to.
Meg was like, "It's kind of weird," and then he just says, "Thanks, believe it's around amount to goes." Gonna go kill myself.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I meant to preface that whole thing like, man, like it was a great experience, but the last 7 miles were really rough. And
Why don't we get into it and we
yeah.
can talk about it
Yeah.
rather than like
Yeah. So that was just a quick preface, but
If you're listening for the first time, which would be weird, but
Yeah.
I always imagine there's like 2 people that are.
That could be.
Maybe
Yeah.
more.
2 friends.
So what? Yeah.
I
They
hope
might
Two Friends
be-
is listening.
This might be in their algorithm now.
So
Did you? What was the? Give the overview.
yeah, we'll give you a little breakdown. So when we met with Mount to Coast and decided to do a collaboration with them, we wanted to be meaningful and we wanted to have kind of like, a reason to make the shoe and to test the shoe in a unique way. So one of the only times that I've DNF'd was 18 years ago, which I didn't realize it was so long ago because
Man, I was thinking it was like 12, 11 or something.
I was like, wow, I've been running that long. 18 years ago, a friend invited me to go do rim to rim to rim, and he had or R3 if you want to be in the cool kids.
Cool kid zone.
Yeah, he invited me in.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, R3. Rim to rim to rim. Anyway, he had invited me to do it, and I was like, I hadn't been to the Grand Canyon since I was like 13 at that point, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, you can do it. And he had just run Marathon des Sables. So I was like, well, if he thinks I can do it, and he just finished Marathon des Sables, and I used to run all my weekend runs with this guy, sure, I can do it. So we just ran flat miles, and that wasn't the smart move. And went out there, and basically we went down, and the down isn't so bad. We went a different trail than we did this time. But the uphill part is devastating. And as we were going up, I was like, I was probably feeling close to how Karl felt this time. Yeah. But we got to the top, and my friend said, "Hey, my foot hurts. I'm not going to go down and get back up."
If somebody listening doesn't know what it is, it's basically you're doing the rim to rim to rim is one side of the canyon down in the valley, up the other side, and then the back.
Yeah, and so
which is great.
Yeah,
doing a half pipe twice.
It's
or whatever.
basically 41 miles, something like that, in total.
Yeah,
yeah.
So we end up, his foot started hurting. He says, "Hey, if I stop at the other side of the canyon when we get to the top of the north side, if I stopped you, what do you want to do?" And at that point, I'm not very smart, so I was going to just keep my mouth shut. And if they went back down, I was going to go down with them and probably would have hurt myself on the way back up on the other side. Anyway, But this time, having that out, I was like, okay, I'm out.
See, did you feel when the first time you did it? Do you feel like you could have done it?
No, I was thinking, like, I was like, oh, thanks. That gotcha. Here's the thing, like, I find it really hard. Like I did New York. When I was coughing and hacking up, if I start something, I'm going to finish it.
Right.
And when I did New York, I mean, that took me 5 hours to finish that marathon because I couldn't run. I was coughing and hacking stuff up. But I was like, I started the race, I'm going to finish. Mm-hmm. And I think I would have done the same thing. Who knows, I may have had to have been rescued from the canyon or slept down at Phantom Ranch. And
maybe that was the starting to end of bleeding.
Yeah. Anyway, so when we talked about what would be something epic to do with the shoe, I was like, let's go back and finish what we started.
Because that is your only DNF, right?
Yeah.
Ever. And you've run 50
marathons. I DNF'd a marathon one time, but I knew going in, my foot was injured, and I talked to my coach, and they're like, why don't you start the race? If you get halfway and you're not going to, at the time I was going after BQ times, and she's like, if you're not going to hit a BQ, just drop.
Like you shouldn't have probably started that race anyways.
No, I shouldn't have started that one. But other than that, yeah.
And you've run over 50 marathons?
I don't know if I'm at 50 yet.
No, you're like at 40 something.
Okay.
Yeah,
42.
40 something. But I've run, 15 ultras.
Right.
I've done quite a bit, and this is it. So I was like, this would be meaningful. Get a group of people together, go back to the canyon. So as we developed the shoe, we started talking about it, and unfortunately or fortunately, the North Kaibab Trail is closed right now due to the fire that was at the top, and they're saying it's going to open in May, but people are saying that's even going to be a little optimistic.
Okay.
So we kind of had to figure out a different thing. So we just figured, well, why don't we just go run an ultra distance in the canyon and kind of celebrate the collaboration together.
Yeah.
So we put together a great team, and like Karl, we've done trips and stuff, and we've gone with different brands and stuff, but we put this team together, and I don't think it could have been a better team.
Oh, dude, it was awesome. Everyone there was sick, so it was like just a good time with everybody, and I'm glad there were more. I'm glad there were like a lot of people there who did do the canyon before, so it's like they kind of helped calm me down a bit, and they were like, this is where you got to watch out. This is like what it's going to be like. So that was good. But
yeah, there were several of us. So we ended up going with Doug and Lynn from Mount to Coast.
Yep.
If you've ever listened, Lynn's my buddy.
Lynn is.
Yeah. Floris from Path. Mm-hmm. We had Taylor from Believe in the Run, Karl from Believe in the Run, Thomas from Believe in the Run.
That's right.
Spencer, who's just a Faster Bastards that I happened to be running. I said, hey, we got extra room if you want to bunk here.
He's a pretty strong runner. He's done the Grand Canyon before, and he was with us at Western States 2 years ago. So it's not like he's a stranger. It's like we.
And he could definitely do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Am I missing anybody?
Yeah, D Hash.
Oh, Dave Hash.
With the photos, if you guys see the Instagram,
Gosh,
his photos
were incredible.
Absolutely insane. That guy is just.
And here's the thing. I like hanging out with him.
Yeah, he's a fun hang.
Oh yeah,
he's very talented. He's
a
awesome.
super strong runner. That's the insane part about him. He's running with a 15-pound pack or so when we were there.
So he did the same mileage as you guys, but with
No. He only went down.
He did it worse than we did.
He went back up basically immediately after, right?
Right. So
with a backpack full of gear and a jacket and a beanie, because he's doing marathon to
all black.
Yeah, all black, dude. I'm like, you're
in the
insane,
sunshine,
bro.
So So I kind of think he sort of missed out in a way because he ran all the way down to Phantom Ranch. When we went out to the waterfall,
he didn't go.
He followed us a little bit.
He went back up.
Yeah.
And then that's the up part is the crappy part.
Wait, so he was by himself?
Yeah.
I get so nervous of people being by themselves.
I mean, you're
there.
not by yourself out there.
Yeah, and luckily, I think it was still early enough in the day. I think it was like by the time we got to Phantom Ranch, I think it was like 8:30.
Yeah.
So.
Well, dial it back. All right. Oh, sorry.
And the other person that was with us was Ryan Hall.
Kind of a big deal. That one.
His wife is a
Ryan
runner.
Hall.
Yeah, not the
his
meteorologist.
Wife runs marathons.
She has a book coming out.
Yeah, Sarah Hall. He happened to have had the American record in both the half marathon and marathon distance at one point.
It's still crazy to me that the Boston one didn't count. I know
It's
I
net
know why,
downhill.
but it's like to run a sub 205 at Boston.
Yeah.
It's just
In non-plated
wild.
shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, running with him, and we'll get into it, but it's not like running with a person. Like he's a spiritual
billy goat?
animal that can just transform from, like he may have turned into a wolf at one point. And
He turned into the mountain lion that he was telling us
Was
about.
he bench pressing you guys on the way down?
I thought he would have to carry me back up.
Yeah, Karl rode him.
Wait, did you?
No.
Oh man, you should have.
That would
I
have been the
thought about it. I was
content.
like, he might have to come get me.
He would probably do it.
Yeah.
So the first day we kind of got there, just chilled out. Next day we're like, let's go for a shakeout run. Just go look at the canyon. Because Karl, you'd never even seen the Grand Canyon.
No, I've never
wow.
been to Arizona. I've never seen the canyon in person. So we were just like,
First impression?
dude, it's beautiful.
Is it indeed grand?
It is indeed grand. I can report that.
Was it terrifying?
It was terrifying because, you know, you're at the terrace and you're doing the visitors overlook and you're kind of just looking down. And I forgot who pointed it out, but they were just like, yeah, we're going to be down right there. And I'm just like looking. I'm like, we got to go all the way down
Dude.
and then come back up.
So
I'm
the
just
up
like,
would be scary.
It's like if you took a mountain and you just flipped it upside down.
yeah.
Like-
yeah. I was like, ooh, that's, I think when, like, I was nervous, like the whole week leading up to it, but like actually being there on location and seeing it,
Yeah.
I was both like mesmerized and also just like ready to crap my pants, like on the spot.
Boom, pillar, Meg.
Yes, this episode is sponsored by Pillar. You are using the Ultra Immune C.
I mean, I love all the pillar products, but I'll talk about the Ultra Immune C.
It has 16 to 17 oranges worth in one scoop.
Yeah, and who wants to have or has the time to eat 16 oranges?
Dude, my kid ate 9 of them the other night.
Are slices or oranges?
Like the smaller ones.
oh, the
but it was-
tangerine, like the
Clementines.
It
Yeah.
was still disgusting to watch.
Yeah, but definitely when I'm traveling and we do all these trips, being able to take the Ultra C really helps you, because I always get, I don't know what it is in the plane. You're breathing all that stuff, and just being able to have that extra boost in your immune system seems to help.
Well, not only does the Pillar Ultra Immune C come with vitamin C, a high dosage of it, it also comes with zinc to support your immune system, like you're talking about, and vitamin D to boost your immunity. So as usual, you can head to pillarperformance.shop or thefeed.com/pillar and enter the code BITR for 15% off your first purchase.
It's just so surreal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so we checked it out for a bit, but then we also did like a 3-mile run, which felt horrible.
Oof, yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
So we're from sea level.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is at about 7,000 feet
Yep.
at the top, right?
Yep.
And I knew it was going to feel bad. It always feels bad when
Same.
we go
Yeah.
high country, and you know the first run is always like, oh.
Yeah.
But it literally, like, I was feeling pretty confident because I was just like, my run has been good, my mileage has been good. We did that 3-mile run, and I did my normal. All right, this hurts, this sucks.
Yeah.
And we're doing this tomorrow. But I did a better job than usual of kind of calming myself down and being like, you always do this, and then you have a great time and you have a great run, so don't sweat it out.
Yeah.
But before we got to the Grand Canyon, we went to Twin Peaks.
Yeah, we should mention that part. Shout out Twin Peaks
Nice.
Bar and Grill. Is it Bar and Grill? I don't know. But we were coming from Phoenix, so like we went to Phoenix Airport, and we had about like a 3-hour drive to where we were staying in Williams, Arizona.
Yeah, at least 3 hours.
It was like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
So we got the rental car, then we headed down, and
We're a little hungry, and there's an Orioles game on.
yeah, it's opening day, so we're
Yeah,
like, you know,
love
we're with
that.
Matt Kaczarski. Did we mention that he was also part of the group?
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
question.
did we leave out Matt?
Sorry,
is
Matt.
crazy.
Sorry. Well, he's on the
Oh, wait,
Dirt Division.
listen
pod.
to Taylor Bodine's podcast with Matt, where they go over their
Okay.
experience.
Their experience, yeah.
And I have to say again, another gem. Like, and
Yeah.
He's awesome, dude.
It was like him meeting Ryan. I think may have been the highlight of his life.
I could totally see that.
Yeah, dude.
They seem to get along, and
They both
yeah.
take care of their bodies.
Yeah, they do. What was great though is I told Meg earlier. There's a group shot of us, and I'm like, I'm standing right next to Ryan Hall, and I'm like, you know what? I don't look so bad. I was a little afraid when they took that photo that I'd be like body shamed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have my shirt off though. He did.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're on the way out, and Kaczarski wants to.
He's like, we should
I'm
stop
like,
somewhere.
I'm hungry.
Get a beer. Let's watch the game a little
Yeah.
bit. And he's like, we're not in a rush.
I
We
love
could-
that.
So we were asking him to like find out, and he was like mentioning to us, it's like, oh yeah, there's like this place called Twin Peaks. And he's like, did he go to the one in like Colorado or something?
I didn't know he'd ever been to one.
Oh, okay, yeah. He just knew of it and was like, oh, it sounds like, big screen TVs, beer,
sports
So-
bar.
Yeah.
I walk in the front door, and I'm like, whoa. These girls in Arizona dress a little different because I didn't know what the place was.
Are they all dressed like Laura Palmer?
No,
but
they're-
different stages of life.
That's what we thought.
No.
I was like, oh, we're gonna
I
see a
walk
David
in-
Lynch statue walking in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk in. This girl's wearing basically a plaid top that's just like a tied in the middle
Like tied in the front. Yeah.
Right.
bra thing that's like pushing everything
Sure.
together, and shorts where her butt was hanging out the bottom,
So it's like quad peaks.
and then like boots.
yeah.
And I'm just
It's
like,
Hooters.
well, yeah, but I
Midwestern.
don't know that yet. So I'm walking in, and I just kind of like, wow, at a restaurant, this girl's dressed pretty. Like this is crazy. I go,
love
Arizona's a little different.
When you originally saw Twin Peaks, were you thinking there was going to be a
David Lynch stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah,
thought-
we all thought the same.
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
So then I kind of like look up and I see another girl wearing the exact same thing. And so I pan the other direction. I see another girl. I was like, oh, whoa. This is a thing. Like,
Yeah.
this isn't just how they dress in Arizona. We are someplace.
You're like, we're not going to make it to the Grand Canyon, boys.
Trip ends here, boys.
yeah. So we sit down and we're getting service. And I'm just like, make eye contact. Like when I was like,
Yeah.
ordering and stuff.
Tractor beams. Sucking your
All the tables are at chest height. So like the girls walk up and it's like, coink.
You think that's on purpose?
I do.
Yeah.
It's by design.
Yeah.
Has to be.
There's another restaurant called like the Tilted
Kilt.
Tilted Kilt.
Yeah,
That's
we
actually-
talked about
We
them.
mentioned that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we started ordering, and Spencer falls in love.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just immediately
With all of
infatuated.
them or a specific
our
one?
Our
waitress.
waitress.
Specifically.
Doesn't take much.
No.
Yeah.
So we with somebody said jokingly, "Hey, we should get a photo."
yeah.
Spencer took it seriously, and we're all leaving.
He
and
like
he-
wanted, it's like a souvenir when you get off a roller coaster.
Yeah.
He wouldn't want to
Yeah, exactly. Like once
so
you get
we're,
off.
we're all leaving, and Spencer's like, "Hey guys," and we're all ignoring him because we know what he's doing. We know he's gonna get the photo. I'm like, "Oh man, let's just get in the car." So he gets the girl. Poor girl standing out in the parking lot with one of her other friends, and he's like, "Come on, she wants to take a picture with us." I'm
He
like,
just wants to have a cigarette.
and so we all kind of take the pic. Like we all at first, it's like a struggle, but we all end up being like, "All right, whatever, we'll take the picture."
Yeah.
So we have this picture.
I don't think we ever saw that photo.
I'll show it.
Yeah.
To you.
I was
guess.
absent from this. I went to go to the bathroom.
that in the
I literally missed
Here's
the
the best part.
entire thing.
Here's the best part. Carl comes out and he goes, "What'd you guys do without me?"
I was like, wait a minute, I want to be in a group photo. We're making memories here.
I wish
damn
you
it.
were.
That's amazing.
So anyway, we get in the car and finish that up. But like for the rest of the night, like and maybe 2 days later, Spencer was like,
Yeah.
still pining for this woman.
Yeah.
I could see if it was like after the whole at the end of the trip because you're out in nature and you just like forget and then you come back and you're like, oh, we've made it to paradise, that type
Yeah.
of thing. It's like when I went to a Christian college and you like after the semester ended, you like come out of that bubble and you're like, wow, every girl
world.
is incredible.
Are you saying it's like prison?
Yeah, basically.
That's crazy.
But Meg, I had to apologize. So I just made a Dumb and Dumber joke, or quoted from Dumb and Dumber, and I missed your Dumb and Dumber joke from last week, which people were very concerned that we missed.
Yeah, several people brought it up
And
to me
I'm really
too.
sorry.
I didn't
'cause
even remember. We talk about stuff and I don't even remember what we say. So
Do you remember what it was?
I
Shows the
did, and now I
Rocky
forget.
Is usually
Is
the
it,
one.
is it the Rockies are rockier than this?
I don't recall.
All right. Well, I just wanted to apologize because I do feel bad about that, genuinely.
I was eating at you.
All right. Continue with the twin.
All right, so we leave there, and Meg does all our Airbnbs. She's an expert Airbnber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
you could be a travel agent, like
Honestly,
in another life.
legitimately.
There's a lot of things.
Everybody's
things.
always blown away, and this spot that we got, it was outside of the main town, Williams, which is actually a cute little town. If you go to the Grand Canyon, it had like nice little restaurants, a Western vibe, kind of touristy kind of thing, but it is like old Route 66 style.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Place.
Are there UFOs in this part of?
There's UFOs
No,
everywhere.
there is, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I saw there was like a Flintstone thing.
Yeah, they're right across the street. There's a
Yeah.
prehistoric Flintstone village,
Nice, nice.
and there was rocks and more.
That was my favorite store, dude.
Yeah,
That
Rocks
actually
and More.
sounds-
Rocks and More sounds good.
So why don't you describe the Airbnb?
So we didn't actually know at first like where we were going. And then like they said, yeah, it's the Grand Canyon Outpost. It looks like a general store in the front. It's like a red.
Actually, people pulled up every once in a while.
Yeah, thinking that it was a store. But it's actually, it's a residence, right? So it's like you have the house, and that's the front house. And then there's like another piece of property in the back, which is like a second house. And then behind that is like just land where there's supposed to be a pool, but there's outline of a pool going in. But
so you walk in. First off, there is a jacuzzi and fire pit off to
and
both the side.
both of them have
Yeah,
it,
both of them
so.
have this. You walk in, 3 nice bedrooms right here, a beautiful kitchen, giant living room, giant TV, foosball table.
Yeah.
What is it? Shuffleboard, the one of those. And then you come around a corner, and there's 6 bunk beds in like an area. So like if you're with a family, just this front house, you could pack in like
You could sleep with a lot of people, yeah.
3 sets of adults, and
all the kids or whatever.
yeah, all the kids, and there's jacuzzi, like we said, like
Fire pit.
games, all this stuff. A beautiful kitchen,
Nice.
bathrooms, everything's there. Then you go through into the next house, and that had again 3 like nice sized bedrooms, bathroom on this side. And then it had another thing with 4 bunk beds over here.
Yep.
Who
Both-
shared bunks?
Both Matt Kucharski and Spencer, and then Doug had a whole 6 bunks to himself.
Carl, I'd share one with you, but both on the bottom though.
Yeah, me too.
Both places had laundry machines. Both places had full kitchen. Like,
Yeah.
it was really nice. And both places like had the fire pit, which Taylor,
Yeah.
dude, is he a
I heard he's
master
master,
fire
yeah.
person?
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody make fire so well and so easily. And it's like,
He knew exactly when to like
he didn't even use
tamp it.
kindling and stuff. I mean, he used twigs and stuff, but like he didn't do a rolled up newspaper or anything like that. He just did a stack of wood, and he's like, "Pfft," and it's like,
Yeah. Yep. And when it's starting to go down, he knew when to get up and just start fetching more wood.
That's
I'm like,
handy to have.
That's my that's like me on the campsite.
That's
That's
you?
my favorite
Okay.
task.
you and
It's-
Taylor would have to fight for
We
it.
should have a competition. I
You
bet we
should,
could do
dude.
it.
Fire
you could
building
have. It sounded like
competition?
there was 2 fire pits at this place. You
Yeah.
could have owned one, and he could have
Yeah.
owned one.
Carl tested the fireproof of one of his shoes.
Dude.
How'd that work out?
The C1s.
The C1 there's a hole right in the upper now because like an ember like
It's good.
flew off.
It's good it wasn't the C4s.
Yeah. Nice. And I was sitting there and like,
Nice.
I'm like, why is my foot hot right now? And I like look down, I just see this orange thing on my shoe.
Oh.
And I'm like trying to wipe it off, but it's not going away. And then I feel it on my sock.
Oh.
And so I'm like, so I just start taking it off. And there's this like giant hole in the C1 now. Like in
You're
my
basically
pair.
like Wile E. Coyote, like with a dynamite tied to his tail or something.
Yeah, essentially.
That's amazing.
I blame Taylor. I was like, dude, the position of the firewood this time. What do
Oh
you know about?
yeah, all on Taylor for
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely not me.
Not the
Yeah,
guy
so-
putting foam next to a 200.
Back to our
degree fire.
shakeout run. We finished that up that night. We go in. Where did we go for dinner? That we went into. So first off, after the shakeout run, we went to this. It's called like Bonita.
La Bonita or something. It's like a Mexican restaurant.
Mexican restaurant. They had a breakfast buffet. They had like tamales and scrambled eggs and bacon and
everything
eggs,
you want.
cereal.
Yeah.
So we did that, and that was pretty good. We kind of chilled out, like got our gear together in the afternoon, and then we went to Williams.
Yeah, we went to Williams, the actual town, which is like a 30-minute drive. You definitely were not close.
Yeah, this was Western style driving. Like, oh, it's right over there.
Yes,
Right.
but you're on the
An hour.
highway for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Going just one direction.
But Connor from Running Warehouse, I don't know if you
Oh,
know this,
yeah.
he just moved to Flagstaff, so I
Right.
contacted him.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, we're going to be here. Do you want to swing by? So Connor's like, yeah, I'll swing by.
How far is that?
From Flagstaff, it's probably a 45, 50-minute
Okay.
drive.
Okay.
Maybe longer.
Maybe a
an
little
hour.
longer, yeah.
So he swings by. He brought his friend, what was his name? Devin?
Devin, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Devin with him. And so he's hanging out. We're talking. He's, it was like kind of crazy because you got Floris, you got Lynn, you got
Yeah.
all these people there. And so it's like,
It's like a little mini TRE.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
And I'm like, hey, we're going to go get dinner in town. Do you want to come? And he was like, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
why
have
not?
anything else to do. So we all go to, what was it? Do you know the name of that place?
Dude, no. I think it said like Route 6, like the backside said Route 66 Pizza or something.
Yeah.
But then like we got seated in the front, which was a brewery.
Okay.
So there was like a bar, and then it was like,
And surprisingly, their pizza was really good.
yeah. Like,
And I was, I was thinking pre-run.
Yeah,
What would
pizza.
Megan do? Pizza.
Yeah, got to.
So we go to this town. The town is really weird. Like it's kind of like trying to be an old Western town, but at the same time, it's kind of like
Is it
diners,
touristy?
dives, and
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a little kitschy.
I think it is touristy because people stay there to go to the Grand Canyon.
That's what I assumed.
yeah.
So
Like, what else are you doing there?
Yeah.
Right. But that was on Route 66, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's just like all
Yeah.
the gift shops, Route 66. This.
It
Right.
reminded me of the movie Cars.
Okay, yeah.
Like
You
the-
said that like 5 times on the trip.
Yeah, I'm like, look, it's just
Like this
Cars.
reminds me of the movie Cars.
Was there like tumbleweed blowing around
Yeah,
and stuff? Sweet.
there was people. There's
There's a-
there's a lot of moseying.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
a good mosey.
They all mosey out there.
So we go and Taylor and Connor comes with us, and we get pizza. We get people got like Lynn and Doug got like chicken parmesan, and it was like
Massive. They
Yeah.
ordered a
That's
pizza
a
and
Jarrett
that.
order.
It's a good one.
Yeah. And they gave us most of the pizza because they were like, yeah, this was way too much.
yeah,
But then Kaczarski made a good move with the beer that we chose.
that was delicious.
Oh, dude, it's like a lager, but it was like salt and lime.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, it's perfect, dude. This
Ah.
is exactly what you want.
And the guy who was the bartender, I guess he's a bartender.
yeah.
He was an older guy, but he was like jacked,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Hey, if you really want, put some salt on the rim. It really sets it off."
Nice.
And you're like, "Whatever you say, sir."
Yeah. I'll listen
Sprinkle
to
some
your
element
advice.
around there.
Yeah. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And with a time change, is that 2 or 3 hours?
It's 3 hours.
3 hours, and
Okay.
it benefited us
Because
for
Arizona
sure.
doesn't do daylight savings or something.
No, they do, because when I ran the marathon project, it was only 2 hours.
No, but I think
difference.
that's when it like half the year it's 3 hours, half the
Yeah,
year
because
it's
they
2
don't-
hours.
Oh,
do it.
because they don't.
Yeah.
Right. Got it. Yeah.
So
Because I was confused about that too. Why? Tom,
Yeah.
I texted Thomas the night before and I was like, he should be sleeping.
if you know the canyon, you're gonna have cool temps in the morning, and then immediately, like every hour, it goes up 10 degrees. So we're like, let's get up early, start the run by 4:00
Okay.
a.m. So of course, being from the East Coast, that really helps. So
Oh,
obviously,
yeah.
we get all our stuff ready for the next day. There's a little fire pit. I think we may have had a Tecate by the fire pit. Like
We were like, we should buy the beers now because we're
Yeah.
not going to want to go out after.
And drink some now.
Yeah. Just do a taste test to make sure that it's good, didn't expire. or
For
anything.
after the
Right.
run.
Yeah.
Taste it.
So, yeah, we did one last fire pit just to relax. And
I laid out my gear.
yeah, so we all like, yeah.
And then I was like, okay, if we're gonna leave here at 3:30, because it takes about a half an hour from where we were to get to the canyon trailhead, that means I'm getting up at 2:30. So we all kind
A
of
dentist's favorite time. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's 5:30 East Coast, so again, still early.
We
but
were
not
trying
the
to stay
worst.
on East Coast
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
We were like not trying to.
Did you go to bed really early the night before?
Yeah, I think I was in bed by
8:30 ish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not enough still, but
it
okay.
worked out.
Yeah. I couldn't sleep at all though. I don't know. I don't
Shocking.
know about you, but
I think I did sleep. I think I
Jealous.
slept okay.
I'm envious.
So we get up, it's pitch black. Like people, it was like a beehive though. Like people were drinking coffee, getting their packs together.
Like nervous energy.
You could feel the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got up at 2:30?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we wanted, like, Dave Hash was like our timekeeper. He was like, we got to do this at this time. Like, he was keeping us all in
Love
line.
that.
He was like,
Yeah,
all right,
was
we'll
like,
plan for
sounds like Meg's favorite person
yeah.
on the trip.
He was like, we'll
That's why I
plan for
actually-
3:30, but we're going to be in the car by 3:40. Like,
You
that's-
and him would get along quite well.
We
Yeah.
we
believe it.
spent some time together in
Yeah.
Texas.
Okay. Yeah, he was awesome. And we get ready. Everybody had their coffee. We're making our water bottles. I'm throwing Runway in my pack. I used a Tantrums pack.
Do you have a plan for water out there, because you can't carry enough?
I was actually wondering the same question.
Sort of.
it was a loose plan.
Like,
So-
you knew that you could get water out there at
So,
some
and I
point.
probably actually owe Floris money, but Floris was like, hey, you guys might want to get a filter bottle, which I had one, but I didn't
Yeah.
bring it because I was like, oh, I'm not going to need a filter bottle.
Yeah.
So he got us a couple of Life Straws from REI and brought those in. I think he went into Flagstaff and he interviewed Molly Seidel and Ryan for his podcast.
Nice.
Like the day
Extra
before.
Milist.
Yeah.
So he brought those, but we'll get into the water thing in a sec. We used, I used a Tantrums pack. You used
The Fuga, the Callus Fuga
Yeah.
that I got last year at Chamonix, and I haven't worn it. I have actually never worn it. That's the first time I ever put it on. So
and I never
terrible
worn the
idea,
Tantrums one.
you never wore it. You literally just got because Taylor
Like
gave it
Taylor
to you.
brought it, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Here," and it was a little bit on the small side. Like I got a large one now from him,
Yeah.
and I think it'll fit a little better. But I have to say, it's the best pack I've ever worn.
I got to try that one because I loved the pack that I had.
Okay.
And I love that the color was like a sage green. It wasn't black.
Yours is more robust.
It's 8 liters, which
Yeah.
is like a decent size, like to fit a lot of stuff in. So
Yeah. So, pack. I'm wearing, I believe, a Run CLE hat, which I brought extra ones for everybody on the trip. So everybody, I gave them.
It's a good light color.
hat. Yeah, it almost matched the shoes. Not now anymore. But that we all Path provided all the clothing, so we all had a choice of either short and their like kind of underliner piece or the half tight.
which I think most people went with.
Dude, the Path Project's half tight is pretty much my favorite of
Dude.
all half tights.
It's
I will tell
really
you, the
good.
gear was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot about sunscreen in the morning, but the whole thing I was wearing there, was that the Wadi long
The
sleeve?
Wadi hoodie, yeah. It's UPF 50
Yeah.
protection.
So long sleeve. I wore that, the tights,
And this is like, sorry, not to interrupt.
Swiftwick socks, and of course the BITR Mount to Coast.
It's funny because
Shoe.
I feel like Path Projects is perfect for West Coast because it's the dry climate.
It's funny you
it
say that
won't work
because
out
we
here.
talked
though.
about the Wadi, because like, so the temperatures were like 35 when we started, but it didn't feel cold.
I was gonna say all you had was a long sleeve and shorts,
Yeah, and it didn't feel
Wow.
cold, and it's a thin long sleeve.
Yeah.
and you're not like running hard, like fast, so you're not like sweating.
I was sweating.
I was
Oh,
sweating by like
okay.
halfway down for
Yeah,
sure.
you're sweating. You're carrying the pack, and
Okay.
you're moving. But the shirt, he's like, it's perfect for the summer because it can cover you, and you get it. And I'm like, not on the East Coast, man.
Yeah, it's
You'll be covered in sweat with
Yeah.
that, and it won't breathe.
Yeah.
But out there, it was like the ideal, perfect piece to have.
nice.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm wearing. We get to the trailhead.
We parked the car and then we see Ryan Hall. He comes up to us. He was apparently there for already like a half an hour
Yeah.
because we got there a little late.
He was in his Rivian.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a Rivian?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we started making our way. We did a little bit of a jog.
So from the
From where we
cars
parked, yeah.
to where we need to be for the trailhead, it was about 0.5, I'd say, maybe a little more or so. So we go up there, and obviously everybody's kind of like, our adrenaline's going.
It's pitch black, right?
It's pitch black. We all have headlamps on, and
the stars are amazing.
Oh, the stars were
I can't
incredible.
imagine.
Yeah. So we got to the trailhead, but once we got there, Ryan was like, all right, follow me. Before we hit the trailhead, we got to do something. And he like took us not too far off from where the trailhead began. And we got on like this giant rock that overlooked the canyon.
But I mean, it's pitch black.
It's pitch black. You can't see anything. But he was like, everyone turn off their headlights or headlamps or whatever.
Headlights.
Headlights, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we had them. But and then he kind of just gave like, I thought he was going to like go into some ritual or something.
A prayer.
Yeah, or something. But he was more just like, just take a minute. We're going to do a minute of silence. Just like absorb, like just like know the energy and like what you're getting into and like just embrace like whatever it is you're feeling. And honestly, that helped me a lot. I was like really nervous like when we started jogging. When we were all in a group and we have all our stuff on, I'm like, this is it. Like, this is the run. Like, we are now starting.
Yeah.
So for him to just be like, all right, let's calm down for a second and just like enjoy the moment type of
That's
thing.
cool.
And he said that he does this exact route like once a week. So he was like, in the last 10 weeks, I've done this 10 times.
Really?
Yeah. This is like this is his
Casual.
normal Sunday long run, I'm assuming, or something.
It showed.
It showed.
So
But yeah.
and I don't know what the experience for you was, but when the lights went down, and I'm standing there, and I can feel the group around me, like I can feel the energy of
Yeah.
Karl, Cooch, everybody. You can kind of just feel, and it just gets silent, and like it was almost overwhelming. Where you're looking into like a vast blackness, and then you look up and you see just stars everywhere.
Yeah.
And I almost felt like like I was going to lose my balance because it was like
Yeah.
you had nothing to kind of like orient you.
Like
Yeah.
what up and down could be the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, but it felt overwhelming to be standing and knowing we were about to do in this darkness. And
Because there's no moon. There wasn't a moon that night.
oh, that was the craziest thing.
Driving
to it. The moon was a little more than half. It looked like it was on fire. And I was like, that's either a good sign or a bad sign, but it was on the horizon and it was gigantic.
Yeah.
It was like the size of a football, like just sitting right there in some clouds. It looked like a bloody eye, like just like staring. I'm like, this is either auspicious or something bad's going to happen. It looked like the moon was on fire. So that had gone down by the time we got to the rock.
Yeah. Okay. And then so the moment of silence ended and Ryan's like, all right, let's go. Like, you know, and of course he had poles with him. The same Lecky poles that I had, same color and everything. And I look at Thomas, I'm like,
well, the only reason I didn't bring poles, I was like, I don't want to be the guy with poles, and it'll be embarrassing if I'm like, hey, I'm pole guy.
Yeah.
And I'll be the nerd.
And then,
so Karl was like, hey, are you bringing poles?
Yeah. And then Thomas was like, nah. And I'm like, well, I get peer pressured easily. So I'm like, well, if you're not going to bring it, I don't want to be the guy with the whatever. And then when we saw Ryan.
Literally, when I got out of the car, I was like, the
Yeah.
guy's got poles.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, yeah, dude, definitely need the poles. I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, no, if Ryan Hall needs the poles, what am I going to do?
Dude, you wish you brought poles?
Yeah.
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 We'll get into that
100%.
part. Yeah.
All right.
So when Ryan starts down the trail, the last time I was here, I ran down Bright Angel. And this time we went down South Kaibab. And I was even telling him one of the reasons I wasn't going to bring poles because I was like, hey, that Bright Angel is really runnable. And I didn't remember that it was Bright Angel, but I was like, it was really runnable. It's like smooth. It's a little more gradual down to the bottom. It's a little longer, but that's because it's not as steep. So we go down Kaibab, and I'm like, this is technical. Like rocks are rolling out from under my feet. Like
Dude,
your footing was horrible.
The first set of switchbacks are literally just like a zigzag, like hard turns in the corner.
Dropping.
And the sand on the rocks. And also, from what Spencer was telling me, he was like, the way that they keep the trail kind of together is they put these logs in. So like it's like stairs, basically.
Yeah.
So you're basically doing mini hurdles. And you have to time your steps.
And you're in the dark.
In the dark.
With your headlamp, and you can't really, it's not giving you depth perception, and it's not giving you kind of like the contour.
Yeah.
So like every step was like precarious.
I was immediately terrified. We
The
sat down.
calming that you did wore off real fast.
I'll admit. Yeah. I'll admit, I love like running downhill, but like technical trail downhill, it's not my forte. I get really, even at Western States, sometimes going down the escarpment, I'm like waddling, watching my footing, taking baby steps because I'm just not good. I don't have really good footing. So once we got past the first set of switchbacks, I'm like, dude, there's 7 miles of this. Like we were descending 6,000 feet. Like this is insane. Like I can't. So I made like everyone go in front of me. Lynn and Doug. I'm like, just go in front of me. Like I want to be the last guy. And then we get maybe like a quarter mile. And then
Are you talking about Taylor?
Yeah, dude. I see Taylor is covered in dust.
Well, so I was running with Taylor when this happened. So Taylor was behind me, and we're going down, and there's the path, and then they had like stones lined up, but we're in the dark, so you can't really see what's on the other side of the stones.
Please do your impression.
So
I know. I heard this story yesterday.
I'm just gonna run up front and take a couple of photos. No, he's like, I'm gonna let me get past you. I'll get some video or something of you coming down. So, and by the way, like all the photography, all the videos, we didn't do anything staged. Like there was no, hey, stop, let's take this photo, or let's catch you running this way. There was none of that.
This was pure like, documentary, whatever was happening in the moment
Karl,
you captured.
You had the camera with you?
So I had, so Thomas had the little DJI action. I didn't bring the Sony one.
Okay.
I brought like the Insta360.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then Taylor had an Insta360. So we had 3 video cameras going, and obviously Dave's photos. So we're like, I think we're covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Taylor's like, I'm going to jump up here and get past you and be able to take it. So he goes up on that and immediately falls and like out of control dive, fall, spin, roll.
His knee was bleeding.
He leans inwards. And so we're probably half mile in.
Barely, yeah.
Yeah. He does his barrel roll, ends up rolling into the path rather than the other side of the path. And why that's important is later when I was coming back up and it was daylight, if Taylor had rolled the other direction, he would be dead.
Really?
Like,
He would have fallen straight
literally, it was just blackness, so you probably had
couldn't
no
tell.
fear about it because you
Yeah.
could see the path and the stones. But it was a ledge off that side, and it would have been like a 25, 50-foot fall.
Oh.
Like if he had gone, it would have been.
Don's listening to this right now, freaking out.
It'd be like, he said, "Oh, Don would get mad at that. She'd kill me." So we're fortunate that Taylor rolled inwards, not
Yeah.
outwards. But even him, when we were coming up, because I ended up coming up with Taylor, he was like, "Oh man,"
That was I
I think it freaked him out. a
Dude,
little
I
bit.
saw him after he fell, and I was like, "Oh hell no, dude, hell no!" I'm like, he's this like the strongest downhill runner
How
here.
far-
I'm like, if he's already fallen, not even a mile in, like,
Oh, that was not even a mile?
No,
no,
no.
dude, half a mile in.
Oh, dude.
And I'm like, that's it. I am just baby stepping my way down. Like,
So and I did also twist my ankle within like the first mile.
I think it was a little bit. The sun started coming up.
Yeah.
So
I
I think you
had-
did it around then.
I probably did about 4 during the entire day, and the first couple were just like not that bad. They were just kind of like ooh, a fold, and like you get that shake. Later on, I was running with Floris, and we're talking. It was almost on flat ground, and and it went so hard that I had to grab Floris's backpack.
Was this
and
like on
stuff.
the JFK preview run?
Yeah,
Like that style of
yeah.
ankle rolling?
yeah.
Okay.
I just grabbed Floris. Like if I had the poles, I probably would have been fine on the first 2.
Sure.
they would have been great going down.
Did you take Floris down with you?
No, he was actually good about catching me on this one. He like turned around, and hugged me.
Can I brag about my accomplishment?
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't fall once. I didn't roll an ankle once.
Oh, wow. That's
Impressive.
26.8 miles. I did
Okay.
not a single.
I twisted my ankles and I fell.
We'll
and
get to that.
Cactus fall?
So yeah.
But I mean, so when did you get down to the bottom? Because I don't think I was with you. I was with
No.
Doug.
Well, first off, we all stopped at one point and regrouped.
we did it twice. I think.
The greatest thing about running with this group is there was a wide variety of talent. Like you're talking Ryan Hall at one end and Karl and Lynn and myself on the
Yeah,
other
the
end.
other end.
I won't even throw Lynn in there. Karl and I. at the other end. And so but we accordion and we got to experience it with everybody. So at one point in the trail, they stopped. We all came together, and we were only about, I'd say, 2 to 3 miles in, and Ryan Hall's like, we're about 1/6 or 1/10 of the way down.
I was like, oh, geez, dude.
Yeah, and then those guys kind of took off, and we're putting away our headlamps. One time that was the worst. They're like, I'm like a little hot, so I had actually started with a light shirt underneath the wadi, and so I wanted to take it off. And they're like, no, let's go. And so my pack's undone, and they start running. I'm like trying to do my pack, and it's just that little hook against a little string thing. I can't find it, so I'm running. I got my bottles that are swinging. I'm like holding my chest together.
Your Twin Peaks. Or
Yeah, I'm like,
bobbing.
I know we'll stop at some point. And finally, I was like, I just got to stop. But so there's 2 groups now. There's like the fast group and the slower group, which is probably myself, Karl, Lynn, Doug, and Dave Hash. And Dave's not slow, but he's taking photos. So
Yeah.
but we get to the split between Tonto and going down to the river. But we were like, and there's a gazebo there, and the girl's sleeping on a table.
Yeah.
She was like, when
really?
you have an NPC player and you're like, which way do we go? And the little bubble pops up.
Yeah.
You have 2 choices.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I
she was
felt.
that character, but
Yeah.
this will come into this will play
Foreshadowing.
foreshadowing for later. But yeah, the Tonto Trail splits off, and then you basically had a flat landing where that gazebo was in like a public bathroom.
And you're like, this
No
would
water.
be a great place to have water.
Yeah, no water. They have a sign specifically says no drinking water. I'm like, great.
Uh-huh.
But so she leads us down. She's like, yeah, that group of runners went down that way. So
She's like, you're not that far behind him. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, great.
But I don't know, dude. Every time like we would descend one of the switchbacks, and I'd look down, I see Ryan. Dude's just like a gazelle, just. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is insane.
You just see his headlamp, just like,
Well, no, he
His
taken
poles
off his
too.
headlamp
Yeah,
at
he
this
taken
point.
and he
Just
took off his
lay down,
shirt
huh?
too. So
Yeah.
okay. So
was like,
just
oh, it's gonna get
recognizable
hotter.
by figure.
We make it down to the river eventually.
yeah,
And at this point,
dude, my
I was
quads,
getting
my
a little
quads,
nervous because like my quads were like
absolutely shot.
shaking. And the last time I did this, the descent was nothing. And it's because Bright Angel's so much more gentle on the way down, I think, than this one was like.
Just
you
steep.
were constantly trying to keep your balance and go down.
Yeah.
Dang.
And like I got to Phantom Ranch, the first stop, and I probably looked a little shook because I was like,
And this is how far in?
7 miles.
7 miles in.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, my quads are shaking. Like
Yeah.
when we stopped to stuff, I was like, my legs were trembling.
So was mine.
And I got a little nervous. And Kucharski's like, they're like, it's just another 7 miles out to this waterfall. And then so Kuch is like, well, I could probably make it with just a bottle. I'll leave my pack here.
Yeah, he hates running with a pack. So
Yeah.
he's like, I'm just going to stash my pack somewhere in the bushes.
And he's taking off his shirt, and Ryan's taking off his shirt.
Yeah, I'm
You
like,
know,
I will
it's
not
like-
be taking off my
yeah,
shirt.
with those two around, you're like,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
keep our shirts
For
on.
sheer embarrassment. I did not want to do that.
So there is a water spigot there. We're refilling our waters. We're doing that. He puts his pack down, and foreshadowing or not, I'll just tell you what ended up happening. After he gets back from the waterfall, the squirrels down there, there's
Ate
no
through
no fear of anything human. They ate through his pack.
Oh, through the
They
pack.
They made a
chewed-
giant hole. They ate
They
his
chewed
high
it-
carb.
You know his hose, the rubber on the hose. They eat the hose rubber off the hose.
Nice.
Whoa,
Yeah,
these
well-
are like gremlin squirrels.
Well
Yeah,
done.
they did not care. And then later on, when we're standing there, they're going through people that had hiking backpacks. the
We had
big
to
ones,
warn them. They were like,
and
the
the
squirrel.
squirrels are eating
Yeah.
through their backpacks. Just
What?
Yeah.
These
Like,
rabbit
they
squirrels?
just set them
Yeah, they're
back.
just like they know that they're like totally safe. And they're like, oh, you guys are bringing stuff down here? Cool.
They
What is
just
that, nerd
set their-
gummies?
Yeah, what do you got in there?
That's insane.
Yeah, they were totally, and like Dave has photos like squirrels will get
Saw a
like this
couple of
close
them,
to
yeah.
his
Oh,
lens.
really?
Like, yeah, the no
Yeah.
fear whatsoever. There, we have a photo of it, but so
But,
we
yeah.
decided to go out to this waterfall.
Yeah, so after Phantom Ranch, we did some refill. We did a water refill. We had some snacks just to refuel a bit. And then, yeah, we started making our way down, which for me, I was like, finally, some flat ground. I know it wasn't flat, but like not doing the steep
Yeah.
descents. But I'm like, okay, now it's a normal run, basically. But I don't know how you felt. I felt pretty good at that point.
Well, no, that was the part where I was like, I'm not feeling good right now, and so
I was running
we
with you,
left, and we all kind of started together. But Taylor and Karl kind of ran up ahead, and I was with Lynn and Doug, and I was kind of doing like if there was a little bit of incline, I was
You
just like,
stopped.
I'm walking,
Yeah, walked.
and I'm trying to conserve like energy for later on. I'm just like, and to Doug and Lynn, I'm like, look, if you guys want to go. This is how I'm going to tackle this for right now. And they're like, no, we want to stay with you and stuff. So we're a little bit behind them. I'd say we're about 200 yards behind Karl and Taylor.
Yeah.
And then it kind of gradually opened up and shrank back up. But we get to this area where we're like, they're at the waterfall. And if Taylor hadn't stayed and waited,
I
like,
wouldn't have known where to
there was
go.
no trail. Like,
It became a scramble at that point.
Yeah,
so
you're
you're
going
climbing
through
rocks.
bushes.
You're crossing rivers.
Yeah.
Like you're getting like knee deep into water.
well, that was the thing too. Like I was trying to keep my feet dry and stuff, and then we're just like, screw it.
Yeah.
So we took the shoes into the water. I'm wearing Swiftwick socks, and I had an extra pair of socks in my pack just in case, but I ended up never using them. But we get over there, and then there's this like 4-foot drop, and of course Taylor just jumps down, and
Right.
and I'm like trying to get down it, and I slip on the rock. And I put my, how your hand slap down? Cactus. I pick up my hand. You can still see the red dots.
Oh, yeah.
But I pick up my hand. It's porcupined.
Yeah,
It
the,
is-
the photo looks insane. It looks like a porcupine hand.
No way.
and it was an instant headache. It was like immediate, this is
Yeah.
intense. And I don't know what to do because my hand's like shaking. So Taylor's like pulling them out and getting them out. And
It's like Ranger
I
Rick.
saw Thomas too because I was next in line. I was like, nope. I'm like, Lynn, let's go this way. I made him hold my hand. I'm like, Lynn, hold my hand. And I'm like coming down, sliding down the side, which was better. Yeah. But
So
there's still
like-
cactus around there too.
And you're in this deserty environment, and so Taylor's leading us up towards this waterfall, and it was like in a movie where it's like an oasis opened up.
It's like
and
the Goonies. It's like the Goonies
it is.
inside the
And you
cave.
heard the voices.
Yeah,
You could
we hear the
people
voices, we hear it.
yelling and
And we came around the corner, and out of this desert, like red gray sand, there's this monolithic green mound, like 50 feet high, with a cave at the bottom, and it's just covered in green.
Yeah.
It looked like Fern Gully or something.
Yeah. And I just see Floris up there with his arms
Yeah.
out, just like,
Under the waterfall.
yeah.
So we're like, oh, let's go.
We're like, hell yeah, dude.
So you kind of had to do some rock climbing to get up there. We
Yeah.
scamper up there, and it's covered in moss. So I'm like, is this gonna be slippery, whatever? And I have the Wadi hoodie on, so I'm like, and the fully dressed, but I'm like, it's been hot. It's gonna get hot on the thing. I'm just going fully under, and I'll let it cool off. So we go into the thing, and the water was freezing.
Oh yeah.
So cold.
Really?
But so good.
We went from overheating almost to like just like shock. And I almost feel like this was a moment. It was, for me, it was a magical moment because it felt like a baptism on the thing.
Yeah.
And my attitude and my feelings and everything just did a 180.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And all of a sudden I went from being like quad shaking. I got cactus in my hand. This is not going to be a good day.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Yeah. To, oh my God, I feel like reborn, like completely reset.
Yeah. I felt the same way.
Wow.
I took my
That's
shirt off,
amazing.
dude. I'm like, I'm taking my shirt off. I'm getting under that waterfall like everyone
I was
else.
so glad I left my shirt on, actually,
I kind of wish I did too, but
because it kept me cool.
Right.
yeah. I was afraid it was going to be too much though, but I realized my shoes dried pretty quickly too. So I realized it probably would have dried quickly. But I remember Tom, I had the camera, I had the Insta360 camera with me, and I'm just like,
I feel so bad about.
I was like, I'm actually legit. I got legit like upset, but it's fine. And I was gonna bring. I know that camera isn't completely waterproof, so Tom was like, I have the other camera, the DJI. He has like a little cage on it, so that one can be submerged in water.
And I swear to God, I told Karl to even wait before he got onto the waterfall because I was like, let me make sure I'm recording.
Yeah,
And I swear I saw a little red box
Yeah.
come up, and I get Karl.
dude, I get in there with the shirt off, and I just like belt out like the loudest yell I've ever like done, and it just felt so like like what he was saying, like a baptism. And I'm like, I can't wait to get that clip and put it on Instagram. So quick side note, I went through the footage yesterday and I didn't see it. Instead, there's like a 3-minute clip of like fabric.
Grandpa clip. Nice.
Yeah, so he did the inverse where it was like, he was recording when it was in his pocket because he must have hit off instead of or whatever. But
I thought you were saying you were taking the video.
no, he took it off.
I was taking it from.
Yeah, and then I saw the footage after because he pulled the camera out of his pocket and we were already away from the waterfall. And I was like, no, dude. I was like, no.
Yeah, I felt really bad about that.
It's okay. We more or less had the same
Yeah.
experience. Everyone went under the waterfall and
Yeah. So we all go under, and then Ryan Hall is like, hey, I heard there's another waterfall over here. And
crazy,
so
dude.
we all start scrambling up the rocks, and Kucharski turns around and he goes, you guys know you don't want to go up there. Everybody turn around. And so, because like it was like going to be
Real
like
climb.
Super
rock
scrambling.
climbing.
Yeah.
So we all head back to Phantom Ranch, and this is what I mean. Like I totally felt refreshed. I ended up running with Floris.
you guys took off, man.
And we just booked back. Like this was probably when I say book, it was probably 9-minute miles or whatever.
That's
But
still
That's
fast
still a
on
lot.
dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty fast.
we're cruising, and of course this is when I twist my ankle really hard. So I'm like, fuck. But we had this like really deep conversation. Those ones that you can only have when you're like
Yeah.
in the middle of a canyon.
deep trail, like because it seems weird, but like okay, it's 7 miles back to the thing, but it felt like it flew by. Like
I noticed that too. I was running with Doug and Lynn, but then they were like actually picking up the pace. I'm like, can you not?
yeah,
But they
I
ended
think
up,
they were trying to catch Floris and
yeah, but they kept going. So I kind of ran the 6 miles or whatever by myself. And
okay, and now he says one of the key things to me when I get to Phantom Ranch.
wait, what is
Tell
that?
him what you told me.
Oh,
that
what?
you enjoyed running by
I
yourself.
really enjoyed having
Oh.
some time to myself and just
Oh yeah, because
do-
we were all together for the most part, and so it was nice to like be alone, like with no one around. I'm saying there wasn't even another runner or hiker. Like it was just me. I hear my own footsteps. I hear the river next to me. I hear the birds going around, and you just like zone out. You know when you do that on a long run, just that like very meditative like moment. And even then, like even though my legs were kind of hurting at that point, like they were feeling really heavy. Man, it was just like really nice to kind of like decompress from everyone and just have that moment to myself and be like, I'll just see them at the ranch.
Yeah.
If
So-
anything, Ryan Hall will come flying past me at some point.
So that's the thing. Like Carl's like, I hear this when I get to the ranch. I'm like, okay, mental note,
Yeah.
fine being alone.
Yeah.
So anyway, we get to the ranch and all the guys are like, did Ryan make it? Did Ryan make it? And they're like, no. And we're like, they started waiting and we're like there for like, so they have lemonade and
So,
There's a little.
What is the? I don't know
Okay,
what
so
you're talking
Phantom
about.
Ranch is basically where the campers are.
Okay.
at the bottom.
So
At the
there's,
bottom
like,
of the canyon.
Store or something. Or?
So they had. It was kind of. They had Apple Pay, but they didn't have cell service.
Yeah.
But it was basically a store where they had like you could buy food. They had like bagels, and then they had
Bars.
like, bars, chips.
And
The lemonade is the thing people are
So
like.
it's
you
like
gotta
a
get the
hiker
lemonade.
resupply station
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Okay.
And so they had this lemonade that everybody's like, that you got to get the lemonade at Phantom Ranch.
It's just country time lemonade mix.
Pretty
It was
much.
Minute Maid.
But
So good.
But let me tell you
Sure, it was
something.
amazing.
It
If it was
tasted
cold. Yeah.
It hit
Amazing.
the spot, and then like you would pay. It was only like what $2 for the cup, and then like the refills were only $1 after that.
And they would let me.
Yeah.
I drank half my lemonade, and they had iced tea as well. And I'm like, "Can I make an Arnold Palmer?" And shit.
Yeah,
like
like
that.
go ahead, yeah.
So
And
we're
did you
sitting there.
have element packets too?
I was eating gummy nerds at this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, somebody did do the element.
That was Taylor. I think
Taylor was
Okay.
doing element into his lemonade.
We all bought chips. They had Miss Vicky's.
Oh, yeah.
So we went through like 5 bags of chips.
for sure.
And I could have drank more of the lemonades, but I was worried that sometimes like I
Yeah.
drink too much and then I'll be all sloshy. But anyways, so they're still waiting for Ryan, and I'm like, that dude might be gone. Like he might.
We legit had no idea where he was.
You're like, Ryan lives here now.
He could have fallen off the cliff. You
Yeah,
know?
dude,
Like we don't know where he is. So we're just like, all right. And I'm like, I don't want to wait around here. I'm just going to start the ascent and get going.
Yeah.
Karl was like, I'll go with you.
yeah. At this time, it was like close to noon or about that time. So I'm like, yeah,
It's
the
only going to
sun-
get hotter.
Yeah, the sun's already at the highest point. It's
Dude,
just gonna
it's
get
so
hotter.
weird because I thought it was like 9 a.m.
No, Ribbon Falls was like 9 a.m. or 10 or something like that.
Okay.
And so this is, you have 7 miles left, but uphill.
What time did we finish? Like, what time is my? I thought I finished around 2.
Said you
You probably finished around that time. I didn't get up
think
there.
you're at
till, like-
11 hours of.
I was at
Yeah.
10 something.
Well, so here's the thing. Thomas never stopped his watch. So
Yeah.
your elapsed time and your moving time is probably pretty close.
Yeah, I just left it rolling.
My moving time was like
Like I had a
9
53-minute mile when we stopped at the waterfall.
I had a 46-minute mile. I think that was like mile 11 or something.
Yeah,
or something like
when
that.
we stopped at the waterfall, I just let it roll.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we decided to head up,
Yeah.
and as you know, we're taking it easy. We know that this is gonna be more of a hike than a run.
Yeah.
So we get across the bridge, we go over the river, we start the ascent, and when we're going up the ascent, about 100 yards back, I see Lynn and Doug, and I'm like, "Hey guys, sprint up here so we can all run together." And I was joking, but they actually did. Start
Which was
running.
insane to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, so they caught up to us, and meanwhile, those guys are waiting for Ryan. I think they left before even Ryan got there, and then they went swimming in the Colorado River, which I'm
did.
jealous of.
That I wish we did. But
Yeah. So they cooled off in the river again, and then they started the ascent.
yeah. And so we're about we did maybe like 2 or 3 flights up. And at that point, like Thomas, Lynn, and Doug are just now like going. And this is where I started to feel, this is where the day started to turn for me.
What mile is this?
We're probably
19, 20-ish? Like,
Yeah, I was at 20 when we left.
Yeah.
Phantom Ranch.
I was at 19 something.
Yeah.
Because I remember I asked you.
So
where
this
you
was
were at.
probably 21, 22.
Oh, I can see. I can tell you exactly when it was, Karl.
Yeah, you
When
can
was
see
it?
it, right?
We got your Strava. It was mile 21.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Or
So
mile 20-ish. Yeah, 21.
we start pulling away from Karl a little bit, but I'm like, here's the echo. I really enjoy that time to myself.
But I also wasn't like mad about it. I knew
No.
you guys were going up. I'm like, that's totally fine. I'm like, I'll catch up to you, or I'll meet up with the group back below when they
Well,
catch up
that's
to
the
me.
thing. Every other runner was behind us at that point.
Yeah. So I was like, I have no worries at all. I'm like, I'm starting to feel pretty fatigued. The heat, you can start to feel the heat. The sun is basically blasting like where we were. Yeah.
Real question. On this trail, like, do you see other people when you're out there?
Yeah.
It
You'll-
started becoming more populated as the day went on. 'Cause
as
we
you
went out
get
pretty early.
as
So
you
like-
get closer to the top.
If
Yeah.
you ran into trouble, you would eventually see somebody. Like, it wouldn't be
Yeah.
2 hours before you saw a person.
No.
No,
Okay.
no. No, definitely
But
not.
plus,
Okay.
behind Karl is
Floris, Taylor, Kacharski,
Potentially Ryan Hall.
Ryan Hall. So I wasn't
You
worried.
still
I'm
haven't
like,
seen him.
Yeah.
Right.
and I was like, either way, if I'm alone right now, it's not a big deal. I'll just run into everyone again, and we'll all just trek up together.
So at about 3 miles left to go on the climb up, all of a sudden I see Ryan Hall running what looked like 8-minute miles up,
Dude, yeah.
up this thing that I'm basically doing the dead man shuffle up. Like when I tell you this is hard, it is hard. And Ryan comes running by. He's like, "You guys are looking great. Keep it up. See you at the top." And so I didn't ask him if he saw Karl or anything. But then Spencer came by next, and he's kind of like jogging up. And he's like, "I'm going to try to see if I can catch Karl." And I'm like, "Karl's behind us." He's like, "I didn't see Karl." I was like, "Well, maybe
he just didn't know what he looked like.
Well, no, there's areas where you can kind of like sit in the shade. Like if you want to go up against the rocks, there's like one time I almost ran past someone or hiked past someone that was like just kind of sitting in the shady area.
I saw a lot of them too.
I didn't see them until I was past them. So I was like, maybe Karl was just off. So then Taylor meets up with us.
What mile is this again?
This
It's
is about
basically
3
21
miles
to
left.
okay, so 23, 24.
Okay, because he was at one point running 7-minute miles.
Who?
Ryan Hall.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was.
I think that was down in the canyon, but yeah, even so.
It would have probably been on the way back to Phantom Ranch.
Yeah.
Slightly downhill.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the next is Taylor, and I'm like, "Taylor, you saw Karl, right?" And Taylor's like, "No, I didn't." And I was like, "There's no way. Like, this is impossible." I'm like, "Well, there's still Floris and Kacharski back there. Whatever." So we're going. I'm in now that zone of like, I'm like, even like Lynn and Doug like wanted to stop for something. I'm like, I just don't want to stop. Like, I'm in that thing. Like, if I stop, it'll be worse than if I just keep going. So we finally get up to the top, and we're waiting there, and finally Floris and Kacharski come up. I'm like, "You guys saw Karl, right?" And they're like, "No, we never saw Karl."
What?
And there's the part where I'm like, I'm freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
So, because I've been up there now for like half an hour, and I'm like, and we haven't seen Karl. I'm like, this is kind of scary. So I'm like, I'll go get the car and bring it to the trailhead here so that nobody has to walk to the car. So I go back to the car, come all the way back, still no Karl. And the car was about a half-mile walk and then a half-mile drive back.
Yeah.
We don't know where Karl is. So I text Megan. I'm like, "Karl's missing."
This is the text I get. No, I sent Thomas one text because I hadn't heard from him by
I said alive.
6 p.m. my time,
Right.
which was 3 p.m. their time.
Well, I was also like, I texted you. I was
Yeah,
like,
and
"You
you
hear from
asked
them?"
me about it.
And I was checking too, because I'm like, I don't know.
And so I just said, "Are you guys okay?" at like 6 or whatever time. And Thomas writes back to me alive at 6:30 p.m. my time. And then the next text is, "We can't find Karl." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And then he starts typing, and it's like, I just see the dots, and then they like stop. And then he's like trying to explain to me this whole scenario of how they were together and then they weren't together, but like no one has seen him.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You need to find Karl." And he's like not responding quickly. And so I'm just like
'Cause
in
we're
my
talking,
mind being
we're
like,
all
"Oh my
trying
God,
to figure
Karl's
it out."
dead.
Yeah.
Like Karl has died.
Yeah.
He is missing in the canyon.
We literally he had to fall off the other side because here's the thing.
There's no way you can miss
You
someone
can't
on this
miss
trip.
anybody because
Yeah.
it's a path.
It's
Right.
just one
like
solid
it's
path.
3
Like,
feet
yeah.
wide. Like you can't miss Karl. So I'm like, this dude must have fallen off. So I'm like, fuck. Do we get a ranger? Like, what do we do here?
Yeah, do you start the
And then
search
someone was
mission?
like, we should go down and see if we can get him. I'm like, dude, if I go back down that canyon,
You're gonna have two
you're gonna
missing.
have 2 people missing.
Yeah, seriously.
So I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
going. And so finally, we had all shared our location the day before, but obviously
There's no service down there
yeah,
until you get closer to the
Okay.
top.
And you didn't have a drone because
right.
You're not.
So, but somebody says, "Oh," they pull it and they're like, "Karl, I just saw a ping. He's down in the canyon. He's
What do you
right
mean you
here."
saw him ping?
Like
Find my
showed up
location.
on-
with your
yeah.
iPhone.
You were sharing.
Yeah,
We all
we were all
the night
shared.
before we were all like,
That's
let's just
smart.
share
Okay.
locations with each
All right.
other.
So they're like a ping, and then Dave took off. Because he had the backpack and the shirt, and he took off his backpack and shirt and his beanie, and was like, "I'm gonna run down and see if I can find him."
Dang.
Dave saving the day.
So Dave runs down, and we're waiting for a little bit, And Dave runs back up. He's like, yeah, I saw him. He's here. He's good. And he's like, you know, you want to test people. So he's like, I went up and I was like, yo, Karl. And Karl just was like,
So let me get into my side of the story here.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So, yeah, going up, after I'd lost you and Lynn and Doug, I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll just go. I really was not feeling well by maybe mile 22 and a half. That's when I think the sun was just like, the temperature, by the way, 98 degrees during that part.
Nice.
See, now when the guy made the joke, or Taylor tried to make the 95 degree joke, that would have worked at 98 degrees.
Yeah.
Were you in sync with
Yeah, there you go.
what was going on?
He was in O-Town.
Yeah.
Okay, but one thing we didn't mention, and you should talk about, is water.
Dude, the water situation. Yeah. It was, we all filled back up at Phantom Ranch.
And this is what did you fill up? What do you have?
So I had the 2 bottles.
Okay.
They were about
18-ounce bottles, yeah.
Yeah. And then the day before we left, I actually went to REI and bought a Hydra Pack, a 3-liter, like
a
soft
bladder?
flat. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you had a bladder?
And I didn't fill it at the ranch, dude.
Dude, you had a bladder?
It wasn't, yeah, but you saw it. You saw it when I pulled out the first time. I pulled out the first time.
I didn't even think about that.
I was going to fill it up
I'm so jealous.
then. I know. Well, I was going to fill it up then, but Taylor was like, we're going to come back here. So he's like, if you don't want to be carrying that entire thing, you can just fill it up when we come back. I'm like, you're right. So I only filled it up a little bit, and then I drank most of that. Anyway, you were like, let's just get going. I was also getting nervous. I'm like, the sun's coming up. Let's just go. I already filled these 2. I completely forgot that I had that stashed behind me. So I didn't have any water. And so like I'm walking up, and I'm just taking baby sips, trying to conserve. So I had, in the left bottle, I had salty carbs, and then I had an element that I put in, a fresh element, when I refilled that bottle. So I was like, all right, salt, carbs. I still had a little bit of food left, and I'm like, I should be good.
Can I get into the water situation just a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
So here's how it works. So we ran down in the dark to avoid the sun in the canyon as much as possible. Obviously, when we were down at the bottom of the canyon, it was kind of overcast, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But as the sun went over the canyon, you were completely exposed on the climb up.
Oh, okay.
There was moments where you get behind rocks and there would be
Some
like
shade.
And we were really fortunate. There was a light breeze coming up, so it was actually like pushing you up. But the air is so dry, and I had 3 of the bottles. Like I had one in my raid pack, and one in each 2 on my tantrums pack, the 20-ounce ones. And as we were going up, your mouth gets so dry.
Yeah.
And you go through the water so quickly that I got to the point where he's talking about the baby sips. You're just trying to get your mouth wet because your air is so dry. And I even started to panic. And you know me and my issues. Doug had water in his pack. He had a bladder in the back. And I actually took water from his pack. Like he gave us just like a little bit of water so we could make it up to the top.
You don't share, which is your issues are you don't share waters and bottles with people.
But this one I made an exception. That's how it's so dry. So like you do start to panic. Like I am going to, like I was like, I know I have enough hydration. I've been taking salt, but you feel like you have nothing in you.
Yeah. That's how I felt going up. And I was like, damn, these guys are taking forever. I was like, did Ryan really get lost? Because I knew Floris was like, I have an extra bottle. He had a ton of supplies with him, so I knew that like if I need anything, I could just rely on him.
You could spit in your mouth like a baby bird.
Exactly.
I mean, Ryan basically did that for Kacharski. He did. He had a filter bottle.
Ryan was the only one with the filter bottle, and because like during that time he was like, if you guys need water, like you'll always have water because I have my filter. So I'm like, okay.
And he probably ran with 1 bottle. Top to bottom.
But as I'm going up, this is when the demons start coming out to play because it got to a point where I was getting a really bad headache. I was seeing stars. Every step that I was taking up, you would just feel that like clunk in your head, just like that.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. And I was like,
that's the worst.
Like the colors were changing. I was seeing like orange and purple, like a mixture of pink and orange, like in my like the outer parts of my vision.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, this is getting serious. I'm like, I'm alone. Like there's no one here. And I'm slowly running out of water. I'm literally just death marching up these like switchbacks. Every time I look up, I see where we have to go.
Really?
I
And
told people not to look up.
I know, but you have to at some points. And like you just see that where it is, and you're just like, it's just not getting any closer. And then every time I would make a turn and go up, I would see people hiking and they were like up there. I'm just like, I have to get there.
Right.
That type of thing. And I was starting to really feel like just mentally just like, okay, I think I bit off more than I can chew on this. Like, I don't think I did enough. It wasn't even like hill training or anything. It was just more like just I have to survive this. Like, it's just not like there's nothing about running aerobic
It's one of the
endurance.
hardest things I've ever done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I just started feeling like just everything that was like in my head about like just issues of just like abandonment and just being abandoned. And, you know, I knew it wasn't your guys' fault or whatever, but part of me was just like, man, they told me like we'd be in a group, I would have someone to rely on. And I'm just like, I'm alone out here, man. And it's like, I could really, you know, die out here, dude. Like this would suck. Like, this is not how I want to go, you know? Like, this is supposed to be a fun time. And I'm like, I'm not having any fun. I was like, dude, I'm going to have like a heat stroke. Like, it's really freaking hard, you know? So I just tried to like just take it one, you know, literally one step at a time. And I'm just like, I got to find these guys. Someone has to come. And so I made it to the part where we talked about earlier with the Tonto Trail and where there's like that gazebo and it's shaded. Obviously, there's no water there. But like, I was like, I got to sit down. I got to lay down for a little bit. So I ended up going in there. And I think that's where the guys passed me. But I didn't. But I was like,
just super bad timing.
Yeah, but I was like, it's so quiet that I'm like, I'm going to hear someone's voice. I'm going to recognize someone's voice. Like, I know Floris's voice. I know Kacharski's voice. Like, if I hear someone, I could just turn around and be like, oh, there you are, you know, and it would be totally fine. But I was there for about 10 minutes, and I didn't hear anything. It was, like, dead quiet. It was, like, a couple people in there with me, but, like, I didn't hear anyone. So then I'm like, I got to get going, because at this point, it's already, like, 2:30, and I started feeling bad. I'm just like, dude, they're probably, like, how you were feeling. You're like, oh, my God, like, I don't want them to worry. I was like, dude, they're probably already up there. It's been 2 hours. They're probably waiting. They're probably calling the Rangers or something. But, yeah, so I just started again, and, man, it was just, like, you would see hikers and stuff.
So
and
did you ask any hikers for water or anything?
That's, like, yeah, that was the thing. It was, like, one of those things where I think it's a personality thing where, I don't want to be a burden on other people. So...
But you ended up dig, right?
I had to at that point. Yeah. Like, at that point, there was no, like, you know... I would see a group of guys, and they asked me, they could just already tell. They're like, you're not looking too good, man. Are you all right? Do you have enough water? But me, I'm like, dude, it's super hot out here. You're on your way up. You're on your way down. I'm like, I don't want to take anything from you because you need to like carry everything you have, and I don't want to take that from you. So, in my head, I'm just like, still just like, I saw the sign that you were talking about where it says like South Rim 3.5 miles.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got there, did 3.5 miles. I'm doing the math in my head. Yeah. 29 30-minute miles.
But
hour and a half.
Didn't somebody give you a bottle of water?
That's later.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So at that point, nothing, right? So, and I'm just doing the math, and that was like when I was super deflated because I'm like 3.5 miles, dude. That's like another 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
2.5 hours, and I'm like, I don't think I can like make it.
So normally, like, why it's taking so long is each mile. It's such a climb, and you're doing elevation.
It's like 800 feet of elevation.
It was about 30-minute miles.
Yeah. And like you said, you could see the Strava, like when you could see exactly when it slows down. And I was just like, every time there's like some sort of shade, I was like, you can't stop. But like, I felt like I had to. Like, I literally just felt like I had no energy to like push. And like, I'm trying to take in carbs. I'm like eating, like, I had like one Morton bar left, and I had the gel.
That Morton bar must have tasted like sandpaper, dude.
It was horrible. And then the gel was even worse at that point. And then like the thing with the gel was I need something to wash it down. So it's like I would take the gel and just like sip a little more water. Then I would just be like feeling at the like how much was left. And I'm like, dude, I'm screwed. Like, I'm so cooked. And I'm like seeing just how much climbing there was left. And I'm like looking at my watch, and I'm just like, dude, this is never ending. This is like my own personal hell. Like everything I've ever felt in my life about like whatever I like was running away from as a kid, like whatever internal issues, just like would just start hitting you in the face. And like that's all you could think about. And again, it wasn't like anyone's fault, but I was just so like, man, they left me here. Like started feeling like Joe Dirt as a kid, man. I was just like,
That really is a Joe Dirt moment.
yeah.
Dang,
And I was trying to make light of it, but at the same time I couldn't. And I was like, I could cry right now if I wanted to, but that would be more water leaving my body that I cannot sacrifice
It'd
right
be
now.
Bear Grylls licking your face.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
I was like feeling my face. I could feel the streak of salt, just like that grainy.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm
We
like,
did
I'm-
find out he is a salty sweater.
Yeah, like when we were at the Phantom Ranch, Floris made me take salt pills. I was like, I have LMNT. He's like, you're not gonna be able to down that enough. You need to replenish now. So he just gave me a couple salt pills. But I was like, dude. But I think the worst part of it was the headache. The headache was just so. I've never felt anything like that. It was so intense, and that's when I felt like this could possibly lead to a stroke, like or rhabdo or
Right.
something.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm like, I'm out here. I'm looking at my watch. It's like 8.5 hours in, and I'm just like, I think I cut off more than I could take, dude. Like this is too much. Like, and there's no one around. I don't know how. I just tried to like power through it, and I did to about maybe. There was like maybe 1.5 miles left, maybe less than that, and I saw this guy. He had like a whole bunch of people with him, but he had like a big bag with him and like poles, and they're like going down all jolly. They're laughing, and I'm just like slumping, and I'm like losing balance at this point. Like I'm not even like trying to like stay still or whatever. I'm just like wandering up this thing, and he stops me. He actually stopped me. Like I was walking past him, and he like put his hand on my shoulder and stopped me, and he was like, "Hey, buddy, you good?" He's like, "You don't look too hot." And that's when I finally, I guess, whatever pride or whatever it is I feel about asking for help, I was like, honestly, dude, I'm not doing too well right now. And he's like, "Do you have water?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." So then he opens up his backpack and he has like a couple like Nestle like Pure Life like water bottles.
Did you hear angels? Like, did it glow when he opened it?
Kind of, yeah. I was like, is that water? You know? And so he was like, "That's all you, man." And he like took a bottle out and gave it to me. And I dug around in my pack, and he was telling me, he's like, "Don't drink it too fast." He's like, "Go find a shaded area, take a break, and then just like slowly sip the water." So I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. And so I walk, and I like get to a shaded spot, and I'm like just looking at my pack to see if there's like what else I have left, any carbs, anything, whatever. I had 1 packet of LMNT left.
I thought you were gonna say you had a whole bottle of water in there. I was like, gonna lose my mind.
I would have tossed myself off the cliff, dude. I would have been like, that's done. That's over.
Idiot! I had 2 pairs of gloves on the whole time. It is the Rockies.
Yeah. And
There's your Dumb and Dumber.
yeah.
I appreciate that.
So I had the 1 LMNT left, and I'm like, this is it. This is like the last, this is the final wind. This is like what I needed. And so I just dumped the LMNT in. I shook it up. You know, the water wasn't cold. I didn't give a shit. I was like, I have it now. And so I'm just slowly sipping it, but it still hurts like hell trying to get to the top and everything. So I guess when I saw Dave, like he had come down, so that final set of switchbacks, it looks like an escalator, like from when you're coming up. But then like I can remember I kept running into people. You would run into people over every now and then, like the same people, because you would take a break, they'd pass you.
Right.
You would take a break or whatever. And there's this 3 group of guys, and they did 9 miles, I think. And their one friend was also not good. Like he kind of reminded me of me.
Yeah.
And he was just like, which is crazy because he didn't have a pack on. They didn't have anything. Like there's so many people out there who just like underestimate this whole thing. Families going down with like no water and anything.
You're like, idiot.
Yeah. It's like what? But they had done 9 miles. It was funny. There was one heartwarming moment. One of the guys was like, "I'll start going up so it can refill the water at the top," because he seemed pretty strong or whatever and was like in good shape. But his other friend was like holding him as they were like climbing, and he was like humming the Rocky song. And he just kept doing that like, and I'm like, "Damn, dude, can you do that for me, bro?" I was like, "Damn." But I finally saw Dave. That's when I saw, and he sent me the video of like when he saw me at the final ascent, and he's like, "Yo!" And I just look up, I just see Dave with his shirt off, like just like, "Whoa, you made it!" And he was like, "Don't worry, man. It's only like 0.25 from here." I'm like 0.25.
Like, that's like another hour.
Yeah. And then I just see Dave, like I guess running, and that's when he told you that he saw me.
Yeah, he's like, Karl's here.
Yeah.
And the great thing is, though, at the very top, there's a caged-in water
Refill station.
And
it's cold.
And so all of us, and when I got to the top, like I filled up my bottle like 4 or 5 times and just drank. Like it's like, oh my God, water, and I don't have to worry about rationing it.
Yeah.
You go through it. So Karl comes up, and like we're trying to usher him towards that thing, and basically He comes up, and when he gets to the top, he gets a hug from Ryan Hall, which I think was very emotional for you.
Dude, it was emotional seeing all of you because, like, you're thinking irrationally at this point. You have you make up these scenarios. I'm like, dude, they probably all went back to the house. Like, they're probably all drinking beers now, and they're probably gonna come back at some point. But
no, we're all freaking out, going, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, or I figured at least one or two of you. They're like, all right, because it's also hot, and you guys did the same exact thing I did. So I'm like, some of them probably want to go shower or whatever, and so. And I also, at that point, thought I was 3 hours behind. And Taylor was like, no, dude. He's like, so Taylor tried to call me. He called me twice. And I guess I already had service, but my phone was...
tried to call a bunch of times.
Yeah. But he said when I had called you, we'd only been here for about 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, oh, that's it? And I was like one of those so I wasn't that far behind.
Yeah.
But no, but then I saw everyone and Doug came over. He's like, dude, I'm super proud of you. Like, this was so tough. Spencer was like, dude, I've done 50 milers, 100 milers. This was the hardest run I've ever done.
Oh.
Type of
It
thing.
really is. You cannot overemphasize how difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan Hall makes it seem like it's not so bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, even Ryan Hall was just like,
I'm kidding.
yeah.
Do you feel like that was a positive or negative experience? Obviously, in the moment, it was a negative experience, but do you think overall it was positive to that? Not the whole thing, but I mean, when you went through.
I think it was positive overall, just because I did it, I finished. It's not like I had to be rescued, because part of me was I feel like I legit will just stay here until a ranger comes or someone is wow, this guy's just passed out on the rock. We need to call someone. I at least had the capacity to make it up myself.
Yeah.
So in that way, it's a positive. I wrote in my Instagram recap thing that I put out, and I, again, forgot to preface that that's how I felt in the last 7 miles, but it really felt dude, you are alone. When it all comes down to it, when it all boils down to just the very bare minimum, you are in this world by yourself, and your test of character and the test of who you are is how you handle what it is when you're out in the wilderness like that. And it's there were a lot of times during that entire thing where I'm I was really doubting whether or not I could actually finish. And I was I'm going to have to get rescued. There's going to become a news story. Someone's going to say they found this dude in a hoodie, just half dead or whatever. And I just didn't want to be that statistic of a fatality at the Grand Canyon, So when I wrote that Instagram thing, when I said I'm alone and I'm going to die alone and I'm just not going to be I'm not strong enough for this. Yeah, I probably should have said, during the 7 miles, this is how I felt. But it kind of made it look, it kind of sounded like when I read it back, I'm oh, that's how I felt overall about the thing. That's not it at all.
Yeah.
But
do you feel coming that close, well, probably to death or something?
At least a heat stroke, at the very minimum, a heat stroke.
Do you feel though that's gave you more clarity of mind, or is it just depressing? Is it or was it just scary?
It was a mixture of all of them. You know, I felt when I hit the top and I saw everyone, I was it reminded me okay, people do care because you guys were still there.
Yeah, we all celebrated when he came up. We were all pumped.
Yeah.
And, it was, for us, it was emotional as well, because, we were worried about you. And so it was all of a sudden, he's okay. Yeah. And it is amazing, and what I knew would happen to you once you got a chance to sit is how quickly, even though how hard it was, how quickly you kind of rebound into normalcy.
Yeah, Taylor got me water, and then he was sitting with me for a little bit. He was just talking to me, and I just started laughing again, and just started joking again, as if we just finished a long run together.
And we're you want to go get tacos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You're you want to get a beer? I'm hell yeah, I do. It immediately was just a sigh of relief, but also just oh wow, we actually did it. And here we are all together again at the top. We finished what we started 10 hours ago.
What did Ryan say to you that made you feel better? He said something to you.
He was after he gave me the hug, he was dude, he's I love when the last guy comes in, he's you're the wounded warrior. You did it. You are, he's I'm so proud of you. And that. Yeah, it was just very nice to hear,
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's crazy.
I hate that there's a camera on me right now.
Isn't that the greatest?
Worst day to have a
Brady,
camera.
you better not use this stuff.
Worst day to have a camera on you.
So we ended up going back to the place with the breakfast buffet, and we all got loads of food, chips, street tacos, 20-ounce beers.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the Coca-Cola in the can, Mexican Coca-Cola. That's also the other thing I was thinking of when I was ascending.
I didn't want anything more sweet. I couldn't do it.
Me neither, but the Coke, I'm just like, I want that taste of a Coca-Cola, dude. Like,
it is crazy how I think about this all the time. Like if there's ever an apocalyptic scenario where you have to where everything shuts down. It's crazy how fast you go from like creature comforts to absolutely, like you said, like your survival mode.
Yeah.
And I think people don't realize how fine a line it is between what we have and like if a few things went wrong, like you are like you're just an animal, dude.
I
mean, just think not having water for a couple hours, like in that scenario, can be disastrous. Like it's really wild how fast things can go south.
So it was kind of funny because obviously we're all dressed similar. You know, we all have the wadi on, so it's like this white, thin, hooded thing that could almost look like a religious thing. So we're in the restaurant. We're all there. There's 10 of us. We're all dressed pretty similar.
Not those kinds of hoods, just like a hoodie. Yeah. You said white hooded things, like not those ones.
People definitely were looking at us weird. And this one lady walked up to the table and she goes, "My table wants to know what you guys are."
Did you all have black Nike?
No, we all had these red dusty
Heaven's Gates ones.
BITR. The BITR.
I guess that's actually looks even more culty, honestly.
Yeah, it does.
It does. So we went on. So I made a couple of joke stories, and then we were all from the same sperm donor, and this is our reunion.
Nice.
And then we were a religious cult. And then,
Ryan found it very funny. He was actually egging the person on.
Yeah.
He was like, "What do you think we are? Like, why don't you take a guess of like what we are?"
Yeah.
Did they figure it out, or did you just tell them?
We ended up. What are the possibilities? It's a shoe company, a media company.
Hey, lady, like we're at the Grand Canyon. Like we're at the Grand Canyon. We're all wearing outdoor stuff. We all look fit. Right. We all look all dusty and dirty. It's like, hey, we're.
Did she say like the Tetons or something?
She's joking around. So
I know, but I was like,
he goes, "Where do you think we were?" And she's like, "Yellowstone."
Yeah, the Tetons.
Yeah. So yeah, but
how long did your headache last?
I actually had a headache up until like yesterday.
I was gonna say,
but
so you think it's from dehydration?
I don't know. It's probably my brain was eating itself and is now regenerating. I don't know, but
yeah.
I mean, we all back at the house. We ended up like, I think we all just went to town on the element.
Yeah, but I think we were sat by the campfire again, and we had like a beer or something.
I had more than one beer,
and I said, people started going to bed. I'm like, nobody wants any. Like I was like, come on, guys, let's have another beer.
What time is
6
this?
or 7 p.m.
It's like 7:30.
You can't be going to bed at 7 o'clock. That's crazy.
But I remember I was like, we were all around the campfire again. I'm just like, dude, 24 hours ago, we were sitting in the same exact spot doing the same exact thing.
Wow.
But the feeling is so different now. Like that nervousness is now relief.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, you.
It was epic. And I don't know, is there anything else you want to add? Because I want to go into the shoe thing.
Yeah, no, go ahead. This was that. That was it.
All right. At first, when we decided to do this collab, I was like, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to give a review. It wouldn't be, I can't hype this shoe up other than, hey, I helped design it. This is what I like about it. And this is why I think it's good. But after doing this and running close to 30 miles in it in the Grand Canyon, and before that, running over 100 miles in my other pair of them, this shoe kicks ass. Like, it is so fucking good.
What did Ryan and Floris think of it?
They both loved it. Ryan, for this particular thing, was like, hey, I wish it had a little more lug depth.
That makes sense.
For it. And honestly, in the Grand Canyon, it could have used maybe a little more lug depth. But this is a hybrid shoe. It's supposed to be road and trail.
Right.
So for what it is, it's freaking ideal. And I wore this the whole time. Didn't change out shoes. Got them wet. Wore wet socks in them. Everyone who ran, all 10 of us, nobody had any issues. Nobody got a blister. Nobody got no issues at all. I think on the uphill, it might have rubbed the back of your foot a little bit, but nobody had any real issues with it. It felt great the whole time. And
dude, it looks amazing.
Dude, it's such a good shoe. I'm so proud of this thing.
Yeah,
and
dude.
the thing is, and I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it now. There's only going to be 3,000 pairs of these. These are going to sell out. if you can get in the pre-order, if you want them, if you ever were curious,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
about this, just go to the pre-sale, get it, because there's only going to be 1,500, I think, in the pre-sale.
It'll be on sale by the time this comes out, right? When does
I think
sometime in April, right?
yeah, soon in April.
So I'm sorry. I thought it was April 1st. Okay.
I don't recall what the exact time.
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
We'll keep you
anyways,
posted.
Yeah.
So there's 1,500 D2C, so direct to consumer. So if you go to the website, and then there's an additional 1,500 that are going to retail. They got special packs where they only got 2 size runs. Dude, get this shoe. Like I'm not. I'm not. I know that I'm biased here and everything, but 10 of us.
I mean,
went down there.
just going to this trail race that I was at. There's so many people wearing the H1s, and it's the H1.
The H1 was a great shoe.
Yeah.
This upper, I think, makes it even better.
I remember we were about a mile in, and Spencer was like, he was wearing just a regular H1, I think, and he was already like, "Damn, dude, I need that Gator, man." And he was like, already just rocks and sand and stuff already in his shoe and his ankle.
If you can see the shoe, and I don't know if we're throwing up a picture of it, we were caked in dirt and sand. When I took my shoe off, my sock was its regular color.
Oh, really?
Which was tan, but was its regular color, and the top of it above the cuff was like almost black. From the dust and dirt.
Dude, it looks so good though with the patina.
I love it. I'm gonna get this pair framed.
Yeah,
and
I think Taylor said the same thing. He's gonna retire this one and just keep it. Like,
yeah,
you got to.
And if you have a question at all whether you should get it or not get it, look, write me the nastiest letter you want. Troll us as much as you want if I'm wrong about this one, but this one's special.
Are you gonna? I thought you were gonna say I'll personally refund you your money.
Yeah, just write 555. But it came through amazingly, and also the Path gear. We wore the half tight that they have, the new one that just came out.
Yeah,
dude, that thing. Not one of us had any chafing. Anything.
That's kind of amazing.
The Wadi thing saved me because I put the hood up.
Same here. Yeah,
when we were coming up in the sun, I put the hood up, and I forgot to put sunscreen on.
I wore the Path half tight. It might be. Is it a newer one?
Is it Graves also? Is it the
well,
Graves?
anyways, I wore it for my last 2 marathons and JFK 50.
No, I think this is a new one.
Okay, but still, it's I think that one's a little thicker.
I think this has more. It's a little thicker, and I think it has more pockets.
Yeah,
because you have 2, and then I think
you have 2 on each side. So there's like a low pocket, a high pocket.
Same one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah, it kicked butt.
Other than my muscles hurting, mainly being the quads, like my foot had no issues. There's no blisters, no hot spots, nothing.
And I didn't change my socks after.
I didn't change the socks after the river. Like it was great.
Yeah, and the Swiftwick socks were perfect.
I wore the Path socks, but
all right. But yeah, the whole experience for me though, like I can't express like how much I appreciate the crew that came out there with us. The vibe was just perfect the whole time. Everybody was supportive and fun, and just we got into some deep conversations on the trail. I really got to know Floris really well. The people I love even more. So like Taylor and Lynn, and just diving in with them, and just it to me this couldn't have been. I can't imagine it being better unless Karl could have.
We bring more water next time,
but it made even that made a good story.
Yeah.
But it just, I feel like there's time before this run, and now I'm going to measure time after this run, and I think that, like I said, for me it was almost spiritual in some ways going back to the canyon, but being there now with like people that I really felt close to, and felt. Like it was just an amazing experience. I can't explain it.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
And to have someone with the talent that Dave Hash has to kind of capture it.
That's awesome.
Like I'm trying to go through the photos, and I'm trying to narrow it down to, I want some impact, but I'm like, this is so good. Like, I don't even know how he does it, because he doesn't even put the camera up to his eye, really. He pretty much just does side shooting, like he's swinging from the hip.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, so many times it's just like he's just like he's like
that's why he's the best.
Yeah.
And like if you need someone who can run with you and take photos, Dave's your guy. Do it. And I can't thank Mount to Coast enough.
Yep.
This is like a dream come true for me to be able to participate in developing a shoe and having it come to life and having our brand on it. And, when we talked about doing an adventure like this, they supported it and we're all for it. And, and obviously never would have been able to make the shoe without you guys and our team. And
yeah. Dude, it's awesome. I'm just happy for you. And like, I know I didn't get, other extenuating circumstances I wasn't able to come out, but it just looked amazing. I know it's like the best crew in the world too. So that's like definitely some FOMO on my end, but
boys trip.
It was, if I knew it was all boys, I would have come. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we tried. Here's the funny thing is we tried to get some girls.
Right.
To come.
It just didn't
pan
I
out.
think it was better the way it worked out. It was perfect.
It actually,
yeah.
it
I
was
think
100%.
It's good to have some bro time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much it meant to the guys too. Like there, several of us talked, and I think that just having a moment of like it just being the dudes and
well, and it seems
was
like
important.
And it's not one of those things too where it's like, there's like a lot of things we do. It's like there's the business, like you're like traveling somewhere and then meeting with like going out to dinner with like designers and all this stuff, and it's like you have some good conversations and hangout times with people, but it's like that's a different type of thing,
fire pits and runs and stuff.
And I think it's good for guys don't get to do that too often. Just
it was also interesting to see the depth of emotional maturity in the guys. Like we had deep conversations, like relationships, like feelings, like
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
that's good. It should happen more.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to get lost in the canyon to feel like
you talk to God a lot. But it was this to me. Like it felt like this was really important, and important to me on levels that aren't related to business and aren't related to anything other than just being a person on the planet kind of experience.
Yeah.
All right.
Wrap it up.
Is there anything else you wanted to cover about the trip?
Now there's a camera on me. If you are planning to go to the Grand Canyon, do not underestimate it. You need to prepare, okay? This is a warning sign for me. So,
Also, we did go back to Twin Peaks.
Nice.
we did do
on
that.
the way out.
Yeah.
And this time we knew what we were getting into. But it was surprising how many families and dates were there.
So they just had that that Budweiser commercial on repeat. That's like the and twins.
Pretty much.
Felt
I mean, the ads were.
should.
It was all sports channels and stuff. And
Yeah.
everything like that. So
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that commercial make a comeback sometime soon. You see the most interesting man in the world? He's back.
He's
I
back.
love
Dos
that.
Equis guy. That was a good one.
Why is he back?
I don't know.
Because he's still interesting.
They're just like, let's bring him back.
Also, if you need an Airbnb, contact Megan Murray Services.
Yes, please don't.
Man, even the one in Tempe when we got there, such a
nice.
cool house.
Yeah,
and
nice
the
house.
last night we were there, this is the whole thing. Survived the whole trip. We stopped in Sedona. We did everything.
Yeah.
We get back to Tempe. We're going to bed. And this night we're going to bed fairly early.
Yeah.
There was a storm like you wouldn't have believed.
Craziest freak storm, dude.
I thought the windows were going to shatter.
Whoa.
It felt like the roof was going to get pulled off.
Patio furniture was gonna like just blow through the window. Like it was nuts, dude.
Wow.
And meanwhile, all of us are like, wow, that was an incredible storm. Taylor's like, what?
He slept through the whole thing, dude.
Oh my gosh.
He told me he
Didn't
didn't sleep when he traveled.
Yeah, he slept
He
fine.
slept this
Time he
time.
did.
He seemed to sleep all the time. Like every time I looked over, Taylor's sleeping over there.
Yeah.
But this storm was insane. And wherever it was in Tempe was 10 minutes to the airport. There was a gas station to fill up the rental car.
Perfect. Yeah.
Gas was insane. $5 like a gallon, like
That's
over
wild.
$5.
Yeah.
But yeah, such an incredible experience. Yeah, I can't thank the team enough, and like, yeah, I won't ever forget this.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
And thank God the north side was closed.
You would all be dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'd all be
We
Never
would
ran
not be
home.
recording this podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think. All right.
Hey, guess what? By the time this comes out, Robin will be at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Robin.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Ma.
Hi, Robin.
A good stretch, got my laces tied. My trusty podcast by my side. If you wanna talk fun, it's the place to be. Yeah, it's the drop. DRO.